Welcome back, everybody, to episode 297 of the Unpaid and Underrated Podcast, a podcast by crew, for crew, relentlessly mocked by crew, and greatly supported by crew, as our t-shirt sales have shown. I am one of the hosts, Big Joey. I'm joined, as always, by Big Howdy.
Howdy, howdy. Keith here. Oh, I should have said Keith here. That would have
I
been
know
better.
you should have. Line that run right up. And we got some guests here. We got Big Andy.
What's going on, guys?
We got
up,
Big Mikey.
Yep.
And we also brought in this new guy. I don't know if he's ever been on this before, so maybe you guys can give us a big hand in welcoming for the first time, Big Hogan.
Hey, everybody.
Hogan wants to give us a little bit of update, fill in, and what I would call a gentle slap around regarding
little nudge.
Yeah, is this is round three of crew cards.
Yeah, so set 3 of crew cards will be coming out at the Lift Hard, Live Easy. If you don't know what crew cards are, it's a trading card for the guests of the Unpaid and Underrated podcast in order of voice appearance. So set 3, this will be a pretty big set because this is when we get caught up. So when I came up with the project idea to when it's come out, it's kind of been playing catch up, but now we are going to be caught up. And so that will give me a little bit more time for some creative things. So I'm pretty excited to finally be caught up and what that means for the project moving forward. But for right now, I have submission forms sent out to guests from from year 2, essentially. So episode 1
season 2.
What would that be? 105, episode 105 to 156, I believe.
Nice.
Everybody's gotten the form sent to them, and I believe I've at least seen or some acknowledgement from nearly everybody. So if you have gotten the form, if you've been on episode 105 through 156, year 3, you have that sent to you. If you have not gotten it, let anybody in the crew know, let me know, just get that information out there like, hey, I don't know where this is. And I'll get that form over to you. The due date for the people is June 10th. And so that's when those need to be in. And all you need, it's a very simple, take you less than 5 minutes. You need how you want your name on there. You want a crew fact and you want a lifting fact and then a photo submission. The only big thing I keep on the photos is think about the way the card is laid out. And so the photo needs to allow room for area above your head and below your body to kind of get covered or cropped by the card. So just be mindful of that. If it doesn't work, I'll try to work around it, or I'll message you to submit another one. So maybe send a couple in. But those are the big things I wanted to hit on. I'm very excited for this next one to come out, and it'll be in person at the Lift Hard, Live Easy. So there'll be a lot of packs to hand out.
That's awesome.
If you're listening to this,
well, this comes out the
day after, the day before. Yeah, you have 24 hours to get your shit in.
Yep, I had to look at the calendar for that one.
Yeah. Now here's the thing: if you get a message and you don't submit, Hogan will bother you, and then sometimes I'll bother you, and then the last thing is Keith bothers you. And the one thing about Keith bothering you is Keith is like the bulldog of Unpaid and Underrated, where like you get the first 2 gentle knocks from Hogan and Joey. But then Keith's going to come in and just like embarrass you. So like, don't let it get to that. Submit your stuff. Can I talk about the specialty cards that I'm doing?
Yep.
Okay. So there are 2 cards that are not ultra rare. I don't think that's what you're labeling these ones. But only I will have them. Well, and Hogan will have the original copies. And my kids are getting cards. So here's the one really cool thing that Hogan has done. And, this is not for everybody, but he has given me the option because we don't share my children online, right? So we don't want to send these out to people and have them take pictures of my kid's card and go like, oh, look what I got. And it goes out all over the internet. So that was really cool. I want to thank Hogan for that. I know I thanked you personally, but I want to put it out there that was really awesome. But what that does mean is I will have a couple extra cards. And they will be cards that literally nobody else has. So I don't know if I'm going to run a contest. I don't know if I'm just going to send them to trusted individuals, because it does have to be somebody that I know will not post my children. And yeah, just again wanted to say thank you, Hogan, and that meant a lot to me. I wanted to say it while I had you on video.
Yeah, and it really leans into the theme, I think, of the cards is that if you are involved enough to be on this podcast, I consider you a pretty active crew member. And I think it's a small way of saying thank you for that involvement and getting involved with the community in that way. And so that's some of the idea behind it. And another motivation for people to engage and know each other and talk, which I know that was the point of you and you in the first place, is how to get to know people before we go to these events.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of piggybacking off that. The thing that you did note there that sparked an idea that I want to make sure I spoke on here. I've been getting more requests than I ever have before for additional orders of someone's card, like someone who's already getting their card, like wanting more copies of theirs for various reasons. And so the blanket rule I have generally is I'm not going to, for the first edition, I'm not going to increase the quantity of cards that I put out just because it's a limited set. But when I do a re-release, it's going to be the unlimited set. There's going to be an unlimited amount of those cards. So when those come out, that there will be more opportunities for additional cards to be sent to people. And on the other end of that, I take direct requests for like submissions to do personalized cards. And so I've had people reach out to me and even order for their own card with a different type of background, different format, everything. And so, you can always commission one as well. And I think for what you're getting, it's fairly reasonably priced. And I'm happy to continue working on it until it's exactly how you want it. So if that's something anybody's interested in, please message me and we can communicate that as well.
And where are they going to find you at? How are they going to, what's your Instagram handle?
At World's Strongest Psychologist.
Appreciate that.
I bet if you just search Hogan, you will probably get pretty dang close.
Makes it more than likely. So now that you're basically going to be caught up, are we going to see quarter often batches? Like you can do like 25 people, or are you still going to let it build up to 50 and we're not going to see you for a year?
So no, you're not going to get new cards till each year. So the main idea here is that these will then come out every year for the Lift Hard, Live Easy.
Oh, okay. I like that.
So for the first edition.
Mm-hmm.
But the other major crew events, there's going to be re-releases of the unlimited sets. And I'll probably also do like extra prints so I can mail some out, or how I've been doing is I give a bunch to Tanner and just say, hey, throw these in with different orders. And so it's near after a crew event, you'll likely get one in your next order.
Yeah, me and Steve got that. I got Steve's. Just a little post-it that said Steve Canada, Joey Canada.
I love that Toby just got his like 6 months later. I don't know what happened with his mail, with his address, but I got a chuckle.
I think that was just when he ordered. Well, what happened with his is that he said that he would be in person at the Arnold, or I just screwed up. I can't remember.
No, he was, but he literally left Saturday afternoon. Like I think he came in and watched Strongman Thursday, Friday, and his flight was before the Eagle dinner.
Aw, Toby.
And so I gave it to Tanner, and then it was just he got it with Tanner with his next order, and I guess his order was a tank top.
So Mikey,
that makes sense.
In a year, when you get a DM from World's Strongest Psychologist going, "Hey, do you want to get your crew card?" don't let it get to Keith messaging you.
So I will say an update I am doing in the notification. I'm once I get caught up. And there'll be a little bit of a weird window where I'm playing catch up with probably 10 people or so. But I'm going to keep up with this as the guests come on. I'm going to send them the
that's
as it comes on.
Because then you can.
And that way I can just slow roll them throughout the year.
Yeah.
And I'll still put a bit of a timeline crunch on people, but it'll give them more time. And it won't be to where, it's a month's amount of work. Like from after I get home and working out to then. Like it's the entire month of every spare time I got for us to make the cards. So I'd like to spread that out if I can.
Of course.
Well, at least you haven't spread out your move as long as Ryan took. So you got that going for you.
Legend has it Ryan's still moving to this day.
Sure is.
All right, Hogan, thanks so much for jumping on. I don't know if you're going to stick around for the rest of general topics, but eventually we have a some
I'll
things to
listen for
get
a few
to.
minutes. I'll probably hop off. But thank you all so much again for having me,
All
and
right,
I
our
can't
pleasure.
wait for crew to get their card.
Sorry, I should have got you on last week when this would have given people more than 24
Yeah.
hours.
You
But
have 24 hours as of
such
right
is
now.
life.
Hey man, if they haven't gotten in by now, I'm a different person as where I was on set one. I was pretty loose on it, but now I'm like, get your stuff in.
Yeah.
Like,
Good deal.
less work for me, I guess, if you don't send one in. So
Yep. We like lines in the concrete, not lines in the sand around here. All right, Hogan. Well, we appreciate that, buddy. Let's do a rapid fire. Anybody drinking or wearing anything special or noteworthy? Actually, I am. Hogan, what am I wearing, buddy?
Oh,
Thanks.
hey, look at that.
Get a
the
little,
VIC, I like it.
get a little. We gotta rep your friends' gyms every now and then.
I'm wearing a very old school band merch, actually.
You see your nipples through that. That's a little.
You
barely covered
cannot.
anything. Ah, there it is.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
I got my fancy lift shirt on too.
Yeah,
Nice.
buddy.
Showing off
Mine
the
says
bones.
lift
this one-
shit.
This one's a little extra special to me. It's got a nice little story to it.
Okay.
It wasn't being sold, and my wife actually messaged Massonomics and asked them if they had any of them laying around, and they actually got me one for my birthday. This
Oh,
was,
cool.
I think, last year, so they haven't sold this shirt in how long? And I was like,
It's maybe. I mean, publicly several years, but I think we had a
Yeah.
release. That might have just been something left over from Lift because we had a limited
Yeah.
release at Lift Hard, and
I got
possibly
mine. I got mine at the
Gotcha.
Arnold, I think.
yeah, I think it was
It's
the
still
Arnold,
awesome,
like,
man.
3 or
That's a
4
good
years
story.
ago, and then I think it was just,
Yeah.
and then I think it went away, and then it was Lift Hard Live Easy 2 or might have been
And then-
2 maybe.
2 years ago. That's where I got mine as well. Yep.
Word,
And then
But yeah, it's a good one.
in honor of our guest, I'm drinking a Miller Lite.
nice.
Ooh, nice. I got me a crispy, a hard Dr. Pepper.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
Diesel
Happy
there.
Heart.
isn't it?
Not diet.
I just got a bubbly. Nothing fancy. Actually, it's a Waterloo, but bubbly adjacent.
Going through one
Yeah.
of the new ultra red, white, blue Raz monsters.
Don't
What?
let you lie. He's drinking a tall boy. He's drinking some
He's
beer. while
just
he drives.
drinking him-
He's just being doing some regular Minnesota shit. That's why the Minnesota drivers are so fucking
Drinking
bad out
and
there.
driving is all I know.
None of that shit. The big Tex bar, Hogan. Did you put an order in on one of those, buddy? If anyone's, I'll let you. You're just as familiar with a lot of people. I think it's not. It's by the time this comes out, it shouldn't be a secret anymore of what the big Tex bar is.
Yeah, put in an order for one. Exactly how I'm getting it here. I think I've figured out what we're doing. I think Steve was gonna order one to him, and so I don't think it's any difference in shipping if we send to the same place. And he already has to come to me to pick stuff up
Gotcha.
that he got for me. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. If that doesn't pan out, we're gonna be strapping a 10-foot barbell to the roof of our car and driving across the country.
Anyone that's not familiar though, do you want to give like a
Yeah.
minute breakdown of what the bar we're talking about is?
Yeah, so Massonomics is working with Texas Power Bars to make a 10-foot strongman deadlift bar. That's what they are. It's 29 millimeters, but 10 feet long. Kind of what you see at the Rogue, their elephant bar. And so that'll be their nice bar at the Lift Hard Live Easy to pull for the strongman competition. And they're going to make a handful of them, very limited run. I don't think they're ever going to make any more, or it's going to be outrageously priced if they do. And so, kindly enough, by being involved in this great community, we get a chance to have choice at buying one of those.
Nice.
Well,
And
that's awesome.
There'll be some. What do you think you're going to pull on it? What do you have a prediction of where your deadlift might top out at here in July? Do you think
I
you're
don't know.
getting
My
30
deadlift's
pounds out of
been-
it? You think you're getting 50 pounds out of it? You think you're getting 20 pounds out of it? Like compared to like a deadlift bar?
So I've talked to you about this multiple times, Keith. I've pulled on long, like 10-foot bars before. I don't find it to make a major difference in my deadlift.
With the plates spaced, I've never seen one with the plates spaced out that far though. At 79, that's kind of crazy. We were going to pull on something that was spaced out 72 and a half, and we're adding, a larger than medium sized dong, size to the plates being spaced out. That's a lot of inches. I don't
My advice to anybody who hasn't pulled on one and knowing
A
that that's
dong?
order. Not many. We probably don't have a whole lot of people who haven't, but but those who have it is really slow off the floor, and it will be a grind. Like it won't even move for like a whole second, but then it will go. You just have to keep fighting. It's not like a powerlifting style deadlift where you can really just rip at the floor. You gotta just keep pulling, and it will come up.
You gotta pull the shit out of that slack.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of slack. Yeah, it'll be more
for sure.
move.
So we had 6 weeks figured out. At least we have the specs now, so we kind of can do our best to makeshift something in the home gyms and see what we can do. And I don't know. I'm glad it's not going to be a complete surprise like the day of. Like we already have enough mystery shit going on. Let's at least know what the bar is. That's given me more than a little bit of anxiety the last couple of months of what fucking bar are we using? God damn it! So good deal.
If you don't ever know which bar you're pulling on, what bar do you train with?
Well, I think you almost always do, or at least you have a good idea. I don't know, but that's good stuff. That should be a good one. See, anybody watch the YouTube video this week?
I haven't yet. I came home and crushed a nap. I was telling Andy before you guys got here.
I like a good nap. It was the biggest Chicago influencer that works for Young LA. That's who it was. So he did a tour of the Chicago skyline and a lot of his downtown apartment gym.
He's really got a hell of a view out that gym.
Yeah. Oh God, the editing in that video was so funny. Just making it look like Chicago. I mean, just poorly making it look like Chicago. It was pretty good. But
I realize how many bench racks he has in there.
oh yeah, he's got 4 or 5 benches. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
I think he's 7.
It's Huck Finn, by the way. I don't think anybody's actually said the name.
Oh yeah,
It was Huck Finn's gym. I will watch that one as the guy who and really enjoys Huck in small doses. I will be watching that.
Say that again. But yeah, and then I was taking the trash out last night, and the guy that cuts my neighbor's lawn, he's basically another neighbor, but he lives like a block away or whatever, and he just comes and mows the rental property next door. And I've been casually talked to him for the last decade, a couple of sentences here and there, and he asked me if I was retired. And I was just like thinking to myself, like, what the fuck's he talking about? Like, am I that fucking old that someone thinks I'm retired? And then he was like, no, you haven't brought your work truck home in like a long time. I was like, behind the scenes, like, we got a new regional manager and he's busted our balls about not taking company vehicles home anymore. So I no longer can bring a company vehicle home after doing it for a decade straight. So, but just the fact that like this dude thought I was retired. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm 40. Like, I'm not fucking retired. And I came in the house and told Stephanie that story. And then we have a kind of a little like, when I trained at the strongman gym, I like shock a lot of the guys that are in their 20s and early 30s that like when I do tell them I'm almost 41 and they're like, no way. And it's like I tell her that sometimes, and then she was like, yeah, no one told you didn't look 40 today, did they? So she got a good rib in me. Yeah. And that was just my little funny story there, because I was just like, it just happened yesterday. I was like, God damn, like and then it's like the downward spiral. Like, how awesome it would be to be retired. Like, I would love to be retired. I know Jen wants to be retired. I think I would too. But I don't know. That was that.
Big follow up for me. You guys remember the episode with Nero Pavlo where he had us blind rate some of the stuff that we rated very poorly on Gym Radar.
Yeah, that was a fun game. That was one of my favorite games.
Who was it that made the image that we posted? Because that was great.
Stall Matt.
Thank you, Stall Matt. And so Carp was like, Joey, you got to get Bells of Steel, right? He said something like they got to get you one. So I tagged them thinking, ha, this is funny. Bells of Steel, let's talk. And then I'm at work, so I don't look at my phone for 2 hours. I come back and I get a notification that says, keep an eye on your DMs. Bells of Steel is following you. I now have a Bells of Steel SS4 in my gym. And technically I have to say any review I give is a paid promotion, but I will tell you for years I hated SSB squats because
you didn't have one. Your fucking SSB didn't have a goddamn pad on it. You just had a bar with handles.
Yeah,
for anyone that doesn't know the picture, he didn't have an SSB.
I brought Morgan down to show her the differences between the two, and I was like, look at this thing. Why is it knurled? Why is the bar knurled around not even the handles? The bar is knurled. I was like, this is the worst thing. So I did have my first workout with it, and what a difference it made. I was pretty beat up today, which I think is why I had a nap, because yesterday I hit SSB pretty hard. So yeah, they just they asked me for some specific things like a video that I actually shouldn't upload. They want me to send it to them directly, and but they want a picture or a shot of me doing squats and an accessory. So I think we're going to do some Zerchers with that
Nice, that's
and
good.
talk about
Yeah,
the
take
benefits
the-
to stone
the-
lifting training.
Unthread the handles so you don't like.
Oh,
destroy your-
absolutely. But again,
Yeah.
those handles come off.
Yeah, they should.
They don't have
Oh,
to
yeah,
hit your
compared to other
thighs
ones.
when you
Yeah,
squat.
Yeah. I gotcha.
Yeah. So anyway, world of difference. Thanks to Carp for even making the suggestion, but also thanks to Bells of Steel for being like, yeah, here you go, no problem. Like it was nothing. By the time I had the contract signed, it was delivered within 48 hours.
You're gonna love having a real SSB with padding and actually being able to like squat periodically and not like hurt your arms and shit.
Looking
and actually-
forward to the quad pump. It's really like my tendonitis makes squatting hard in general because the flexation kind of hurts the tendon here. So having that there, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I was gonna do good mornings, but who does good mornings and likes them?
But so you already
Joey, I know you're on that grind for the deadlift, 5-plate deadlift. Or have you ever had a 4-plate squat?
No.
I think grind to the 4-plate SSB.
Oh, jeez.
Future.
God damn, I don't even know if have I even.
I mean, have I talked about that yet? Do you guys even want to hear about how that went down?
I'd like to hear it.
Thanks, Hogan. I'm looking and everybody's like not saying anything. I was like, oh, okay, I'll fuck right off then. Like, so essentially a couple of years ago, Dodds asked me 500-pound deadlift coming. And I said, no way. That's too much weight for somebody my size. I've been so afraid of it that I was like, if I tap out at 465, I've done what I want to do. And I did. And then I kind of moved into strongman and just haven't even really, I've said it before, I don't know what my 1-rep max is and I don't care, right? Because in strongman training, your 1-rep max is kind of, who cares? And well, at least when you train on Juggernaut strongman. So then I go to I go to that strongman thing with Cam, and I did that 405 with the plates moved out a little bit, and it flew. Like it was RPE 8. Like I had more in me. And I'm going like, that's insane because I'm down to 2 to 3 days in the gym right now. I'm not training 4 or 5 days a week like I used to. What is happening here? Right? And then my axle press was again way over what Juggernaut thought it was. So things have just been moving up somehow. And I think it's part of my diet, better sleep and constant moving. So I decided to take my Bells of Steel pads, put the straight bar on, because I think I'd already loaded 365 for reps. And then I was like, I'm going to just add 5 plates and see how it feels in my hands. That's what I just wanted to do. And I got Morgan to come down in case I passed out, to be honest with you. That's why she was in that video. And it moved, right? Like it for me, it moved like a centimeter. But even Steve messaged me. He's like, I think that moved more than you thought it was going to. And so now it's there. Like it's in my sights. I think a 5-plate deadlift is somewhere in my future. Even if it's a block pull, I think there is a chance that 5 plates is going up in one form or another. And now I have a goal. And honestly, once I set that goal, I've been back to consistent, right? Nice. It's not like, oh, I don't feel good today. Oh, I had a hard day at work. Now it's go home, get in the gym, shut up. 5 plates is coming. And that's kind of nice. I mean, that's the story behind that. Thank you. It was all psychological, even putting it on there. I didn't think I was going to get it up and lock it out, but it was really just to tell myself, this is what it feels like in your hands. Can you do this? And that was on a straight bar. That wasn't even the deadlift bar. So yeah, thank you, Hogan, for saying you wanted to hear that boring story.
As someone who also has had that, basically the same exact journey in a sense, that was, I don't know, it spoke to me a lot, and I wanted to give you a chance to speak that out loud to the whole community.
Thank you. Okay.
I think you see that SSB will really help out with the deadlift too.
I hope so. Yeah. My weakness in deadlifts is lockout.
Oh yeah, it'll work your upper back like crazy.
Yeah, and that's because it keeps you straight up, and it definitely will help. So I'm gonna actually
you keep yourself straight up. It wants to fucking fold you in half.
Yes. So
The
I
first
will
time you
be.
load that with a decent amount of weight, just make sure your fucking core is tight and your back's vertical because it's gonna.
Oh, I
wanna
always
send it
have
the other
safety
way.
arms up. I don't fuck around.
Yeah.
I ain't getting folded under nothing.
I've watched like some 500-pound squatters get under like 315 on an SSB and just get fucking stapled,
Yeah.
and I was just like, you dumb shit.
Well, because I used to do them all the time until I realized I hated the SSB I had. And now I might alternate between back squats and SSB.
Yeah, you just need to cut that bar up and throw it away. If you're not going to sell it because it's just
I
taking up
tried
space.
selling it.
I know you did.
And then I was like, this bar,
Just
$100
put it
bucks.
for free.
This
or
bar
something.
plus 4 plates, $200. Come and get it. And then I got will you take $80 for the 4 plates? Get fucked. Like,
You better off just keeping the plates outside in case you
well,
ever, like,
now that I
get
know
into
I'm
the
building
one-
the farmer's handle, those plates are
Yeah.
going outside.
Yep.
Right? Like that's what that's going to do.
All right. Oh, Big Mikey, you said you listened to last week's Massnomics episode. So what'd you think of it? And if you had to give it a rating, what would you give it, buddy?
Last week's. So we talked about this past Sunday's one.
Yep.
Yes.
The Q&A part 2.
Yes, Q&A part 2. I thought it was fantastic. I specifically really liked the training talk at the end. I think it's kind of fun to hear about what other people are doing and what they think about their training. And the squats that Tanner's doing, how he adds the extra 10 pounds on the 5th set.
Mm-hmm.
I've done that before. And
nice.
I think it's one of the best ways just to get a lot of heavier reps in. And it's just a fun way to train. Yeah, so I thought that was my favorite part of the episode. Q&A part's always fun too, to hear about what's going on. Yeah, I thought it was a great episode.
And you give it a rating. What would you think that'd be?
Yeah, if I had to give it a rating out of 5, I'd probably give it about 5 big boys. Yeah, definitely 5 out of 5 big boys.
Nice. Joy, did you get a chance to consume it? I'm sure.
Always. Might take me a day or two, but I do. Do love a good Q&A. Don't know how much I love 2 Q&As in a row. But that's a personal thing because I've always thought like we should do a Q&A and then they do one, and in my head I'm just like, I'm not doing one the same week or the week after they do one. Like I can't, if I can't handle that, I imagine there's other people out there.
I think they did it just because they had like
they had
70 people, and then they only get through like 4 questions.
Yeah, it's not like back in episode 200 and something where they were lucky to get 20, right? Now they're getting who knows how many. I don't really remember much of the questions. I got a problem with, I think, the bearings on one of my wheels, so it's really hard to focus on anything other than that while I'm driving. But yeah, I will also say that's a lot of sets and rep talk for a Massonomics episode, right? That's more than usual. As somebody, I know that Keith, where you were kind of hinting that you might agree with Tanner, and Mikey, you were saying you like that method as well. I'm doing Juggernaut. Juggernaut starts with your top set and does back offs, which is the opposite of what Tanner was doing, but I do love the idea of what Tanner's doing. However, I do have a lot of trust and faith in the Chad bot that I probably won't be doing that. We're going to give that 5 out of 5 10-pound increments.
Nice. Andy, can you safely give it a rating?
You put down your drink while you're driving. It is an energy drink, everybody. We are kidding.
It really is. Yeah, it's red, white, and blue, just like some other cans. But there's no booze in this one. We'll save that for later. Well, I got a chance to listen to it as well. The Q&A is always kind of fun because you really do get some pretty unhinged things. But I'm actually going to triple down on the training talk because I've been going through the back catalog. I just finished the back catalog actually. But
check mark.
It is check mark. Heck yeah. But listening to the back catalog and listening to them talk about their training, 10 years ago, and then listening to them talk about their training right now was a lot of fun. Because they're talking about thinking about how Juggernaut AI has evolved, how they've both evolved in their training with that. Kieran Tanner talked 10 years ago about his powerlifting training where he does all strongman kind of stuff now, or at least primarily. Like, just that contrast was really, really cool. So that was my favorite part about it. But definitely 5 out of 5 Yeah, buddies.
Good deal. Yep, I enjoyed it. I do think my favorite part, I guess, I think most people's favorite part is when they can like find something that resonates and when they can kind of like agree with someone. So like the way Tanner warms up, very much similar to how I would consider warming up. The idea of taking your actual working weight for a single and then doing it for a set of for a triple or a double or a set of five or whatever. I'm like 100% have done that dozens of times where it's like I just need to feel the weight once and then I'm like good to go. And then on deadlifts, like, yeah, I'm going to do like a 60-pound jump on deadlifts. I'm not going to do anything close to what my working weight is for my last warm up. 100% agree. The way Tommy was talking, I was like, I definitely think I could never train the way Tommy trains, and I could probably train the way Tanner trains very regularly and have no issue with that. But I did enjoy just, the sets and reps is always fun. They don't do it that in depth that often, so, that's not why we're here every week, but it's nice to sprinkle it in every now and then. So I'll go ahead and give it a 5 out of 5 Big Texas. That's Big Tex, like apostrophe S, not like ES, I believe. Just the way it sounded might not have came out right. Joe, you got any affiliates?
Always. Obsidian Ammonia right now, running a buy two, get one program. Again, Travis is going through some stuff. So if you make an order and it doesn't ship same day or whatever, like give him some slack. He's a good guy. He's just going through some stuff. Plate Snacks code unpaid as well. Obviously get your stickers from Plate Snacks. Hopefully he's very, very busy right now with the Lift Hard Live Easy coming up and a bunch of you getting your stickers made through Plate Snacks using code unpaid, saving 10%, helping a friend of the podcast, helping a friend of Unpaid and Under. Well, I guess he is a friend of our podcast.
Yeah, I talked to him a bunch. If he ever joined crew, I'd get him on. I've even considered getting him on, but I don't know. It's like,
but he put our flag on the website. I guess he's our first friend of the podcast.
I think he just got very bored. He got very annoyed of me having to fucking be the middleman, because it was awesome. We had people buying banners like every week for like months straight.
Yeah,
and I think he just was like, yeah, dude, I'm just gonna make this like a thing on his website, whatever.
I don't even have one.
Would use.
That's just because the shipping across the border is a pain in the arse right now. And belt fed strength. Chris doing amazing work. He did that. I think he just did one recently with like a Mario landscape or something like that. It's all handmade, hand hammered, hand leathered. I don't think he kills the cow himself, but I think that's like the only thing he doesn't do by himself. And you use code unpaid there.
Mm-hmm. Get one of those Randy specials. Her artwork is pretty awesome.
It is.
Big Mikey, do you have anything for the listeners? Get a little Massonomic sponsor read for us. Or Jim Radar, I guess.
Yeah, let's give this one a go. All right. Are you sick of supporting companies that don't give a rat's arse about you? Giving them your hard-earned money for some merchandise, but if you see them in person, wouldn't recognize you or have the decency to have a conversation with you? Look no further. At Massonomics, you're not just a consumer of all the amazing merchandise, events, and content. You are a friend. Welcome to Massonomics. We're here. Everyone is welcome. Enjoy a wide spread of merchandise that will take over your closet. Not only that, but they have everything from gym equipment, banners, drink spotters, and fun specialty items. Come join the crew. Come to one of the events. Meet a bunch of like-minded silly geese who love to lift hard and live easy. And let us know and let us show you what being a community is really about. So come on, friend. Let us introduce you to Tanner and Tommy who created Massonomics. Let's have some fun.
Excellent work. Excellent work.
Great work. Great work.
Yeah. Andy, we are dope. Thank you. What a guy. What a guy. Good dude.
Yeah. All right.
Just does it himself.
Got all the looky-loos out of here, and let's see if we can't get Big Mikey on the phone. What do you think, Joey? Give him a ring.
Hey, Big Mikey, is that you?
It is I.
You
Big
are
Mikey
live.
Here.
You are live on Unpaid and Underrated, the podcast for crew by crew. As always, just going to jump into it. Don't want to miss any gold. We just did some general topics with some other strangers. Good looking guys, but you're the guest now. We're going to just jump into the kind of who's you. What was that old show? It's Your Life. And they would like bring out like, like I know Mankind did one with The Rock, but I think it was based on an old TV show, This Is Your Life or something.
Not particularly familiar.
Yeah, I don't.
Shocking nobody. But Mikey not knowing about it shocks me. Keith's not a big TV game show
I know.
consumer, right?
No.
Yeah.
I watched a little bit.
So, Mikey, who are you? And tell us where to find you, who you are in the Discord. and all
Yeah.
that.
So obviously, Big Mikey, Mike. Depends on who you are. It's what you call me. I live in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Originally from small town nearby. Let's see. I spent a lot of time moving around the last 10 years. Lived in Washington State, Virginia, Utah for a couple years. I was in the Navy for a little bit, and met my wife. I somehow convinced her to coming back to Wisconsin, even though she swore she'd never move back to a state where it snowed again.
And she
she's from
chose, and Wisconsin is where you went.
She's from Pennsylvania originally, and I was like, "Hey, we were living in Utah. I was like, what do you think about moving to Wisconsin?" And she's like, "Oh." But here we are now. I got her.
Nice. Was it the cheese? It was the cheese that convinced her.
I think now that she's here, the cheese makes it pretty easy to stay, because let me tell you, it is a game changer. I started out doing powerlifting.
We'll get to that. That.
Okay.
So in the Discord,
the layup question was essentially just
where do we
what's your
find
Instagram
you?
and Discord username, and then the way it was portrayed was tell me your life story. But we got you.
Yeah.
So
that
where are
was
people
me.
going to find you at on Instagram and Discord?
Instagram, find me at the Powerbar 920. That's my gym page. I don't use my personal one anymore. And on Discord, you can find me at, what is my Discord name?
Just Big
I
Mikey.
think. It's at Mikey Landcourt, I think.
There we go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's how they
I'm
can
not very
find.
active on the Discord, so
we like people having the opportunity to go follow the guest, and
yeah,
just be like, oh, what's that guy's name again? I'm gonna go look it up. Good deal.
Yep. Give me a follow.
So you got a fairly low number. You're in the bottom half of the supporting membership numbers. So what brought you to Massonomics? Why are you still here?
So I started out as I still am, Huck Finn Barbell fan, watching his crazy videos. And when I first started, I started training years ago, but when I first found him, me and a group of guys, we try to imitate similar stunts of his. Not exactly the way he did it, because that's a little too much, but deadlifting while drinking, slamming beers and all that. And I remember him talking about Massonomics, so then that got me, what's Massonomics? Found them then, and ever since then I've been hooked.
Nice.
Excellent. So, but you've been around for a while at supporting number 297, and that's your old supporting number. Who knows what it is now, Tanner? And is there a piece of Massonomics merch that you kind of wish you had?
Yeah. Yep. I wish I would have gotten the bright yellow curl shirt.
Yeah. I got to go find mine. Is my camera moving for you guys? That's fucking annoying. Or is it okay?
But I don't think yours is.
I think I have it set to dynamic. I'm not gonna know it. Yeah, there we go. That's much.
Nice. Do you have the? I know you had your card there. Do you have the Hall of Fame status, or did you get your Hall of Fame card too?
Yes,
so including tonight, where are you at?
Including tonight, I am. I have 6 check marks.
Oh, nice. What are some easy ones?
Not high on the list, but what was that?
What are some other ones you think you'll be able to knock off in the near future or in the next year?
I keep telling myself I'm going to start coming to these events more.
Yeah, this will be the first step. It sounds like you're not scheduled for Lift Hard Live Easy, then, are you?
No, I'm not. Unfortunately, just from moving to here not too long ago, time off is pretty limited.
Yeah, that's I understand that all too well. So what else?
But I've always wanted to go to the Arnold's always in my future. Now that I'm in the Midwest, it's much easier to get there.
What do you
got?
It's easy to get to South Dakota. Do you got any pictures with other crew at least? You should be in with.
Well, me and Big Bryce from Utah.
Nice.
We actually met. He lived about 5 minutes away from me. We found out through the supporting member map.
That's awesome. So was he one of
Yeah.
the guys that just did the big strongman show in Utah? Then was with the crew. There was like a
No.
bunch of them out there. Okay.
I got invited
No.
to that. Yeah, that was weird. The
Oh,
organi-
are you talking about the World Strength Games?
yeah.
Yes, I believe.
Okay, gotcha. No, I thought you were talking about the Rocky Mountain Pro-Am.
No, I know there was like 4 guys that are Massonomic sporting members that all competed at the big strongman show in Utah.
Yeah, World Strength Games. Yeah, that was a couple weeks ago, I think.
Yep. I just
But
didn't know.
no.
I didn't know how many Utah crew there were, and I assumed one of them might have been from Utah because
I think
I knew
it's only,
I knew 3 of the guys. I didn't know the 4th guy, and I didn't know who you just mentioned. So I figured maybe it would be the same person.
at least when I lived in Utah, it was just me and Big Bryce who were the only, at least on the map,
Mhm.
that were the only ones living in Utah. But unless they got
Gotcha.
there past 2 or 3 months, I don't know.
Gotcha. Well, you got some work to put in your future. You got some some home gym con in, and you got some lift hard, live easy in, and all that good stuff. What's Wisconsin to?
You're in Yeah, he's not
Aberdeen
far.
now?
He's not.
No.
We stayed in Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 14 hours away from Aberdeen, from Columbus. I think I'm about 10. So
So you could make it to the Lift Hard, Live Easy. You got this.
I could, but I think this year Crew Falls is on my list.
Yes.
Nice. I
Yep.
recommend Crew Falls to
Just because that one's close. I mean, Sioux Falls is on.
Oh yeah, that would
east
be
side,
like 7 hours
so-
then, right? So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's do that. Get your Friday off now. Go ahead and
Yeah.
just pencil it in. We're going to assume it's going to be the first Saturday of the month. I'd actually call out to Tanner. Everyone's going to laugh at me and call me stupid for caring, but like it would be awesome to have the date of the Crew Falls so I could book flights and like
Yep.
save $400
Yeah, that's
because
true.
my flight right now is already going to be $400, and the closer I get, like I can't spend $1,000 on a flight. So if my flight's already going to be over $400, I would love to get that date locked in so I can try to get the cheapest flight possible. But no,
Yeah.
that's neither here nor there. But I know someone that has control of that listens to this podcast. But no, that's good. You will have I really do hope to see you there, and you would have a blast. That is definitely the easier one to kind of do. Live Hard, Live Easy is a little overwhelming. So if you have any kind of like stage fright, Crew Falls is a nice little icebreaker for.
Yeah.
All right, so tell me about the Power Bar. That's the handle. I'm assuming that's the Gym Radar name. Like let's hear about the gym.
Yep. So it's actually the 3rd generation of my home gym. First gen was when I lived in Virginia. We had a shed built in our backyard. This is before I really got into like the home gym game. So just a small shed on a bunch of uneven, broken concrete. So you know how that goes.
Yeah, it doesn't sound great.
No.
Like
But made work with it.
An ankle twister for sure.
Yeah, bar rolling everywhere, uneven. Yeah. Now, when I lived in Utah, I had a 1-stall garage. Took it over. Told my wife you can't park in the garage.
Sure, cars paint. Loved that getting baked in the sun every day.
Oh yeah, well, and then there's so much salt in the air, so that's just covering your car too. So now I'm in the Power Bar here in my base.
Salt Lake City.
Yeah,
I had to think about that one for a second.
You know what's funny is I
Like,
watched you do it,
there's not
and
an
I'm also
ocean.
doing it because we get our problem up here, and you probably have it in Wisconsin, is salt on the road,
Yeah,
right? So like that's causing rust, and you would think like, oh, a place like Utah, it's always hot, no salt on the roads. It's salt in the air.
How is salt?
yeah.
How is
Yep,
that?
your
lake
car's just
fucking-
covered. So
how is that a salty lake? That I don't. What's the science behind that?
There's salt in the lake.
Well, fuck you.
Well, and
Like,
then-
Didn't we have a guy who does wet rocks? Shouldn't we have him talk about this?
well, he lived in Utah. I'm assuming he knows why there's a big, massive lake that's like half the size of the state that is salty. I guess
Well,
I mean,
then
it's
you
literally in the
don't-
name, but I don't think I ever registered that it's a salt lake.
you don't realize you're like, everyone's driving white cars here. All right,
Of
cool,
course they
everyone's got
are.
white
Yeah.
cars. Yeah, because you can't see all the salt marks on them.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
interesting.
Well, now that we have had you on Unpaid and Underrated, I'm going to go ahead and hit your gym on Gym Radar with the official code Unpaid. I cannot give you any points, but I'm going to start doing that with every guest.
And that's
Oh,
actually
nice.
cool. I like that. At one point,
Yeah.
I did have a list of guests. Like one of my one of my list on Gym Radar was people was past guests, but it just got as 50 more people joined. It's just I couldn't keep
Yeah.
up with it. And I was
Well,
just,
going forward, if you're a guest and you get the code unpaid, that means you have officially been talked about on Unpaid and Underrated.
I like that.
Nice.
That's pretty nifty. And just to make it clear, you are a CTF. You are on Gym Radar. All that
He
jazz.
is.
That's what I like.
I'm looking at his gym. It's right there in the corner.
That's good
Yep.
stuff.
I'm in
That's,
the power bar now in my basement. It's a
Ooh,
little
I like a
grungy
basement.
down there.
Ooh,
Uh,
that's okay. Basement lifts are the
basements can be
best.
cleaned. You can vacuum them and paint them, and there's all kinds of good stuff.
It's a work in progress. We moved in and it was not nice down there, and I was like, all right, let's just get the basics done. Let's vacuum up all the spider webs and everything, and let me just because I moved all my gym equipment from Utah, and I was like, well, let's just get it down there so I can get set up, and as time goes on, I'll make improvements. But it's a very basic setup. I just got deadlift platform. I use a yoke as my rack, and
Okay, if we're gonna get into the gym, there is a question I have.
okay,
You have a piece of equipment that it looks like foam attached to a piece of wood
Yeah.
in the shape of a Trojan horse. What the hell is that?
it's a GHD.
You haven't heard of the old Trojan 74?
It looks like a GHD
It's the most
for
rated.
sure.
It's the most highest rated rack attachment on Gym Radar.
Is it a DIY GHD? GHR?
It is. It is, and
Oh,
I
cool.
did not DIY it. I found it on Marketplace for $20.
Oh,
There you
hell
go.
yeah.
The guy must have been probably close to 30-ish years old, and I went there. He lived in an apartment. I got it off, and I was like, so when did you make this? Why do you have this in an apartment? He's like, well, I made this when I was in 8th grade. I was like, first of all, what kind of 8th grader wants a GHD?
That's funny.
Got to put your drinks on something, I guess. You got to put your juice box on something. Yeah. So if you're listening to this and you haven't seen this thing, go look at this thing. First of all, it looks sturdy as hell. I'm looking at it right now. But it is genuinely that looks like carpet foam.
Yeah.
Yeah, carpet foam tied to a series of 2x4s and other what's what I'm looking for, custom cut wood. But that thing's great. Is there a thing on Gym Radar for DIY GHDs?
I did not find one.
I think
You
we
can always add it. Well, it's
yeah,
harder
we
to
just-
add stuff now because you have to have links and stuff. But they're kind of. I think they're about done adding DIY stuff. Just
just put it out there, Tanner.
But
You're
it's
listening. I know
possible.
you're listening, Tanner. I think we need a specific DIY GHD just for the power bar.
No, I don't use. I only do the simple back extensions on it.
Of
I don't do
course.
the whole. I won't do the sit-ups on it. I won't do the full, stand all the way up. What's it called when?
What, Halo?
Yeah, it does look sturdy, but yeah, I don't know how much
to an extent, yeah.
I don't know how much I'd be flying around on that thing.
No, and I always put my hands in front of myself in case it collapses or.
Yeah, got to break your hands, break your arms, not your face, right? One of those is the moneymaker.
Yeah.
So I did see you do a bunch of or you've done a lot of strongman stuff in the past, but is your gym not catered to strongman if it's in the basement, or do you have really high ceilings?
No, I do all my overhead stuff either seated or now that's getting nicer, I do it outside.
Gotcha. So do you just have an extra barbell and some bumpers you keep outside, or do you have to literally lug shit from the basement out to outside and back and forth?
So I keep my log out there. I have a 12-inch tie-in log, the rackable one.
Mhm.
I keep a set of 45 steel strength coat plates out there, and I have those cheaper drop mats that you get off Amazon, the black ones that bounce straight back up to your face when you drop it.
Oh yeah, the Jake specials that'll fucking kill you.
So I can't drop. I have to get more 25s because putting a 45-pound plate on a log is not the greatest.
Yeah, I see.
So I'm very careful with it. I just started going back outside with it just because it's starting to get a little nicer out. And but all winter long, I did seated log press, which is actually a lot harder than you would think because getting it out of a rack.
Yeah. And were you doing it like straight 90-degree up? Because like I've trained incline log because it was actually like in a competition
Right.
last year I did, but I've never done just seated like military press with a log. That's
Yes.
basically what you're
Yep.
doing.
I don't have any back support. I don't have like a
Okay.
an incline bench or
Oh, okay, so
whatever.
it's all so you're just sitting on a bench with no back and then
Yep.
just doing it. So you're engaging a shit ton of core too with that.
Yeah.
Well, if you got the 45s on, just do it from the floor. You just roll it over your legs and go up from there.
Yeah. Yeah. I think if I find like the right part in my basement, I could do a standing one, but I'd have to go between the pillars and
Yeah,
and
I'm in
just-
that. I'm in that position.
Yeah, that's what I do.
That's why I
not-
don't. The only reason I don't have a log, to be honest with you, is that I couldn't do it. I'd have to do it outside. But so we had a couple submissions, friends, family, and all that kind of stuff. When you sent that out to people, how did you explain to them who we are and why you're asking them to fill out this kind of long form questionnaire?
Yeah, I was just like, hey, I'm going on a podcast. And they're like, first of all, I don't think my family really listens to many podcasts. I told my mom about this on Sunday. I was like, hey, I'm going on a podcast this week. She goes, what's a podcast?
Of course, yeah.
So, I mean, my wife, she knows Massonomics. She knew about this. So she knows, but my brother,
aware of what
he's
a
not
podcast
really-
is?
What was that?
Your wife knows what a podcast is?
Yeah, she knows what a podcast is.
Nice.
Then my brother, he's like, yeah, I'll fill it out for you. And sure, why not? Same with the other ones who did it. So it's easier to explain to them what, like, I'm going on a podcast about, it's just hard to explain what the podcast is about. That's
Yeah.
where the issue.
And that's kind of like that point of that question is we kind of want to hear, when your wife goes, the hell is unpaid and underrated? Like, well, it started in Aberdeen, South
Yeah.
Dakota 10 years ago. Like, we just want to
So my
I was
brother-
wondering. Yeah.
My brother, he's the one who gifted me my drink spot.
Mm.
Not knowing what Massonomics was, it was kind of one of those things. He's like, hey, what do you want for Christmas? I sent him, I'm like, buy me this, send it to my house. And when I told him about I'm going to be on this podcast, he's like, I don't know what that is. And I was like, well, you know that drink spotter you bought me? And I'm like, he's like, yeah. I was like, well, there's a community of us who support Massonomics, and it's called Unpaid and Underrated. They have a podcast where we get to know each other basically and just talk. And it could be about lifting anything. And here we are. And he's like, okay, well, sure, I'll fill it out then.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's nice. That is
Well-
essentially what it was. Good explanation.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mikey, you've been listening to some of these episodes every now and then. You told us you listen to a little bit of it each week. So, did you ever get to the part where it's least fun, most fun?
Yeah, I did actually for my first time during Pavlo's episode.
Oh, alrighty. Okay, so we got a little game here. I'm going to give you a topic, and I just want you to kind of give me the least fun thing about it and the most fun thing about it. And use your druthers. Take as long as you want. Just 2 specific answers for 2 specific questions. Least fun, most fun. Strength training on a ship.
Ooh, that's a good one.
You thought the concrete floor being uneven was hard.
Yeah. And then, well, feel free to go because I'm curious if so you had mentioned your Navy, so if you wanted to share about
Yeah.
just kind of set the tone while you're kind of giving the answer, I guess, if you want.
Okay, yeah. So the gyms on the boat, at least when I was on, they're up high. They're not like on the main level. They're up higher. What happens when you're up higher? It rocks more.
Yeah.
So,
So they're elevated. Then you're saying they're not even
so there's different levels to the ship.
Mhm.
Obviously, I was on an aircraft carrier, which is the biggest one,
Gotcha.
and you're not on the main level with the flight deck and all that stuff. You're above all that.
Gotcha.
And you get off of work, everyone gets off around the same time. So you get a small, probably 200 square foot gym that has one rack and then some dumbbells, and everyone's trying to share. So you have 30 people and they're taking turns. So first of all, it smells horrible. Don't shower at this point.
A lot of
And
salt in there, probably, right?
a whole lot of salt and a whole lot of semen.
He gets it.
Get it?
Yeah.
But yeah. So it's rocking. Most fun about it, bench pressing. If you hit it at the right moment, it's shooting up. If you aren't, it's coming right back down if you're rocking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it's like you can use like the moment. You're literally using momentum,
Yes.
I guess, or there's some very
Yep.
better word for momentum. It's like oscillate. Oh, that's
Gravity.
Think about, yeah.
If it
Gravity
so
and
basically,
gravitas.
if you're laying and if the ship rocks
Gratuity.
this way and you're going up, it's shooting up. But if you're pressing and you're rocking down, yeah, coming
Yeah.
right back down.
Squatting would
eating
be
it.
fucking terrifying then. Like would people?
Squatting's awful.
That would
Yeah.
be so scary.
Yeah, you don't see many people squatting a lot of weight on the boat.
Yeah.
So I would say most fun bench pressing if you hit the right motion of the ocean. Least fun. I wouldn't even say the rocking's the least fun. I'm going to say the amount of people that are in there.
Yeah. So it's just now. Was there only one? Was that basically like one ship? Or I mean, were you on other ships and they were all kind of the same thing, or was it just like in your time in the Navy it was just the one ship?
I've been on 2 or 3 different ships. The one ship I was on the most, I was on for 7 years, and there is
Not straight.
yes,
Straight as they
come.
come. Yeah,
Straight as
but
they
you weren't on there for like, bye, honey, I'm gone for 7 years.
no,
Like, you
no,
were
no,
doing
no,
okay.
I was assigned to it. There you go. But basically, there's probably 3 different gyms that you can go to, but they're all the same basically.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Nothing fancy at all.
so least fun is a gym full of semen.
Yeah.
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 Taste the worst.
Oh, jeez, dude. Get up your pineapple game. All right. So, who's your like? Nothing straight about a Navy ship.
Absolutely nothing.
Thanks, Aaron. So let's go with your ideal training partner. Could be you can go back in time. Could be any person living alive, living, dead. Well, I mean, let's assume they're alive during this progress, or even fictional. Who would be the one person you would really want to have a single training session with?
Ooh, that's a great question. I had to pick one person. You know what? I'm going to say it just because this is like at the time when I first got really into powerlifting. This is the guy who is the most influential. I'm going to go with Huck Finn.
Yep.
I've always loved his videos when I first started out, especially when I first really dove deep into it. So that's why I'm going to.
Have you ever met him?
I've not.
Oh,
no.
Oh, okay.
The time is coming, I'm sure.
Yeah. Him and I, let's just say some debauchery happens at the Arnold when him and I get together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It usually results in both of us being fucking hammered by the end of the day. All days. I remember the first time I was there for 3 days straight, and I was there with Massonomics, but like I spent a lot of time with Huck Finn, Jonathan Oldham, and Dan Bell. And yeah, it's nonstop there. And yeah.
I can imagine.
Yeah, he's a ton of fun. Like earlier when I was like, I like him in small doses. There is a version of me that like really is a lot like him.
Mm-hmm.
But also there's a version of me that gets tired if it's like that all the time. So, yeah.
I think that's with most, anyone who spends that amount of time like that. Yeah.
He's pretty high energy. So that's a very good choice. Cause I think a good training session with him, like he would keep your energy going.
Oh yeah. Just a good bench night in America session.
Yeah. But you'd be hammered by the end of it. Like
100%.
And also, I'm half his weight. I remember at the last Arnold I was at, I think I was hanging out at the Massonomics booth and specifically watching him. And I went, I got to stay away from him. And everybody's like, why? And I'm like, well, he's drunk. I'm half drunk. I'm victim weight.
Yep.
If I go close to him, he's going to try and pick me up.
1,000%.
Yeah. I think I said that to Kevin a couple times. I was like, nope, I'm not going over there. I'm not going over there.
That's like one of those like main things that like you get a bunch around like some strong people, and you're just like, let me try to pick you up.
Somebody's gonna say, "Let me try and squat you."
When you're drinking,
Yeah.
it's either that or just or like slap me as hard as you can.
Yeah, there's that one. Hit my back.
Yep.
Just see if you can hit it. Yep. So as far as your job goes, you and I actually have the same job. So go into it, well, similar job.
Okay.
Go into it as
Yeah.
much or as little as you want.
Yeah, it's not anything exciting. I'm a forklift driver at a paper mill. I work different areas of it. Most of the time, I'm working on the loading docks. Um, it is nothing special. It pays my bills, and it's low stress. I don't have to worry about work when I'm not at work, which is one of the main things.
Mhm.
The only thing that I would change is my schedule because I work a rotating swing. So
Oh,
like, I worked nights the past 2 nights, and now when I go back in on Saturday, I'm on days.
are you driving a counterbalance or are you driving a reach? What are you driving?
Counterbalance, yeah.
Counterbalance, yeah. Ooh,
Better power.
do you have the really cool big pointy one to pick up the big rolls?
Um, I don't drive that one. Our roll haulers do.
Okay.
Um,
It's a specific kind of training, right? I assume.
no, I'm just
You just
they
don't.
just yeah, they didn't put me there when I started out. I was like, okay, that's fine. I started out driving a 35,000 pound forklift at
Wow.
my previous job in Utah. I ran a steel yard out there, so I was carrying 60-foot pipes, anything that I was the only person who was able to unload. I was the only person out in the yard, so they had me pick up literally anything that came in.
Yeah, there's a one funny thing that one of my friends sent to me. A quick backstory because I know you don't listen to all of these. I was doing a job for 13 years.
Okay.
Relatively high up in the company, all this kind of stuff, and then one day I just said I can't do this anymore, and I quit. And that was the idea, was to like get my time back.
Yeah.
Right. I don't need two phones. I don't have to constantly be worried I'm going to get a phone call for an emergency, blah, 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 all that shit. Right. And she sends me this thing. It was obviously a tweet or something. And it said, the millennial urge to quit whatever nonsense I've been doing for 20 years and go drive a forklift.
I
And I was
mean,
like, that's too good. That's too on point. Like, you can't,
yeah.
don't hit
And
me with that.
it's funny because when I was in the Navy, they didn't let me drive a forklift because I'm color deficient. So they said, "Oh, like you didn't pass your forklift physical. You're not allowed to drive this forklift on the boat." I was like, "Okay, well." I got out. I applied for Lowe's because I was going to school at the time, and Lowe's is like, "Oh, you want to drive a forklift? Sure, here you go. Hop on."
Mhm.
Cool. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep doing this.
Yeah.
So I stopped going to school and I just kept driving forklift. I was like, this is kind of fun.
Yeah, I can now do counterbalance and reach. And
Okay.
yeah, I was on the 30-foot reach today. Keith, you saw the size of our rackings and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That
that's
stuff's
all fucking
scary, right? Like once you get 30 feet up, yeah, it's only
Yeah.
1,500 pounds, but like the whole forklift starts to sway.
Oh yeah.
And as somebody who like I haven't driven a forklift in over 15 years until I just got certified a couple
Yep.
months ago, and it's just like I forgot how terrifying this is. I don't
It
like this.
really is. Like you're safe, but it's like, man, one wrong move, like
Yeah,
that sprinkler head's going out, or I'm tipping,
exactly.
my
Yep.
dirt or whatever. Oh yeah.
So being
But
a
along with
oh no, go ahead.
oh sorry.
I
I was say
you're,
along with work, I'm also a student. I do go to school still.
Yeah,
yeah, we
for
saw that.
accounting, and that sounds boring.
It's pretty boring, but I
Go-
kind of like math. And
Now
like
was it
when
the it was probably something that just started just the other day, right? When you saw those accounting stickers.
The accounting
from
crew.
That's it. And then you paid your tuition and started going to class already. Is that what it was?
yeah,
They
basically
got you hooked.
It-
Nice.
it's just one of those things when the numbers all add up and you get the little check mark at the end of the screen. I'm like, oh yeah, I just did that.
Oh, I wonder if we should get a forklift crew sticker made up.
Probably a few of you.
Yeah, now that's hitting me.
You're
Okay,
on to
I
something.
do have some. I have some paper
Morgan.
questions. I have some paper no questions because, like,
Okay.
obviously,
Oh, she's here.
as a country, we have to consume significantly less paper than we did 20 years ago. Like
Yeah.
that's why Dunder Mifflin's out of business, right? But like, what is your biggest buyer of paper, and like the people that like do the old heads there say, oh, we used to do 1,000,000 times more 20 years ago, Sonny, and like I can't imagine like there's that much more paper being created today, but maybe there is just because the population's up and there's just random pamphlets of shit, but like I assume
So
it had to be more.
you're thinking of that kind of paper.
Oh yeah, I don't know what you do. Yeah,
Yep.
you
Toilet
said paper.
paper
Oh,
towel,
okay, that's
No, he didn't.
tissues.
we ain't running out of that.
People are
Okay.
shitting more than ever.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Yeah. So that's what we make at where I work at. So like if you see brownie, that we make that.
Okay.
We make all the Costco stuff.
Yeah, I wipe my ass with that every morning.
Yep. Angel Soft, everything like that. So that's what we make. There's another mill in another town about 20 minutes away. They make all of that kind of paper that you're talking about.
Gotcha. I am curious though. So is it just like you guys just have like loads of like extra like are you guys buying you're not buying like fucking like raw lumber, or you're just buying like wood chips and get grind like how does one make okay, walk me through. I want to know how a roll of toilet paper is made. How did an Elite FTS special roll of toilet paper get made?
Ooh.
In like under a minute. If it's a little more than a minute, we don't have to go there. I'm just curious. I've never had a guy that would know this.
It's all about so you have this giant pulper basically, right?
Yep.
Because everything gets reused. You have this giant pulper.
Not toilet paper.
What was that?
Not toilet paper. That's not being reused.
I mean, if you don't make it right, then it can be.
Okay. There's a secret cat capture thing in our
being
sewage
constipated
system.
considered not
It just
not making
goes.
right?
Yep.
We're gonna reuse that.
So from my understanding as the forklift driver at the paper mill, I know that you get a bunch of this loose paper that we've already made but can't use, so we're reprocessing it. You put some other chemicals in it. It goes in this giant machine that spins a bunch and makes paper, and then it goes into one of our converting machines, and that's when they cut it up to make the rolls. I don't know the whole specifics about
Very
it.
interesting.
Yeah.
I like knowing how shit's made and whatnot. Well, yeah, shit's
How shit tickets are made.
yeah. Good deal. Good
Yeah.
deal. And then so accounting.
So you don't work at Dunder Mifflin? Dunder Mifflin
Yeah.
or whatever it's called?
Mifflin.
No, unfortunately, I do not
dropped
work at Dunder Mifflin.
So what's how far in the accounting process are you?
I'm almost done with my associates. It's one of those things where I have my GI Bill. I can't give it to any dependents if I have them because you have to do 10 years in the service. I did 7. So it's like, oh, if I don't use it, it's going to go to waste. So there's a school online that I take 1 class. Sometimes I take 2. You can't. It's almost too easy right now.
So you're just going to be not only the strongest forklift driver, but also an accountant who happens to drive forklift, like the smartest forklift driver.
I'll be the strongest forklift driver with an accounting degree.
Nice. Yeah, you can't fight that niche.
No.
So now I am gonna veer off from work because this is not the work podcast. It is the crew podcast.
Yeah.
I've been saying that since pretty much day one. I said Keith roll his eyes there.
Well, it's because you tell a 10-minute story about yourself and then try to make it sound like me asking about paper for fucking 2 seconds.
No, that is not what I did. So I asked 100 questions and realized, wow, we've been talking about work for a long time. That had nothing to do with you.
Okay.
Stop internalizing. Everything is fine. Let's talk about your power. Let's talk about your lifting history. When did it start? Why did it start? Where does it end?
Okay, yeah, this is actually a good one. I believe I was about 14 years old. Well, I was younger when my parents got the equipment, but we had this bench in our basement. It's one of those benches that has the attached lat pull down with the attached leg extension all in one. And the lat pull down never worked well with the leg extension, never did. But I was like, the bench, that's one thing that, you can't really mess up a bench.
Unless you're on a boat.
My mom used to walk on the treadmill all the time, and she had these little 8-pound, 5-pound dumbbells, and she would just do side raises all the time. And so I remember one day she goes, all right, grab these and just hold them out as long as you can. And I did. And man, the burn when you're like 8 years old and you get this, that burning, I'm like, oh my gosh. So yeah, stop that for a while. But then we got this bench, and I started, do a little benching here and there. I'm only like 12, 13 years old at the time. But my dad, he would get home from work, and it was right next to our PlayStation. So at night, his way of like relaxing is playing video games. Okay, yeah. I'd go and I'd sit there and I'd bench press, and he'd come spot me whenever I needed a spot. So I was out on a bike ride. We were on like a family vacation up at one of the lakes, and all my uncles are big like high school football players. They all talk about, oh yeah, we went to the state
Bench
championship.
4 or 5 in high school.
Yeah, basically. And I remember specifically my uncle saying, if you can bench your body weight, you're strong. Like, all right, I'm 80 pounds. My goal at this time is to bench 80 pounds. And go, fine, I get up to 80 pounds. And then I did 80 pounds for 5. And I'm like, oh wait, I'm actually halfway good at this. So all I did was bench press from starting at like 12, 13. Obviously, I'm still doing it. When I got to high school, I'm only one benching a plate. As a freshman, I was a cross country runner, so no one else is. And so then I've done powerlifting in the past, still dabble into it. I've competed at the American Pro 1, then just some other local ones, but now I'm just big into strongman.
For reference, how old are you? Just because we know what you're going at 12. Okay, so that's about a decade or 2 decade. And...
Oh, we're talking to a baby,
basically.
Yeah. Still been lifting longer than me, and I'm twice your age almost. So. Sorry, 1.7 times your age. I know this is a big accounting crew.
Yeah, strongman's basically taken over now. I feel like for a lot of people it has.
Yeah, I'm getting the sense too. I think there's still a lot of people who really love powerlifting and should continue to do it if that's what you want to do. But I also sense that people have been doing it for a very long time, are kind of moving off of it. But that could also just be confirmation bias just based on the crew, right? Because the crew, we what's the word I'm looking for? We tend to like veer towards from let's not include outliers. I think we range anywhere from 45 to 30 is like your average age. And then you have your younger and some people who are older. And I just think strongman eventually takes over.
Powerlifting is like kind of like the gateway drug to strongman.
Very good. Yep.
And a lot of the big time strongmen, they hate on powerlifting. I'm sure everyone's heard it, oh, I can't just do squat, bench, da, 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 da. Well, one of my issues with that is you got into this because you started out with powerlifting.
Mm-hmm.
Like you wouldn't be here right now if you never powerlifted before. In a sense, maybe somehow you would have found strongman, but I mean, powerlifting was your way into probably most strengths. I know that's how it was for me and for almost every other strongman I've taught.
That's how it was for me. I think that's how it was for you, Keith.
Correct.
Yeah. And I mean, not to say there's not no reason to hate on powerlifting, right? I do think that there are things right now to look at and be like, things could be different, things could be better. But yeah, I know that we rightfully, me and Keith both got called out for kind of hating on powerlifting a little bit a couple weeks ago. And I simply asked the Discord, because I know you said you're not active. I was just like, well, here's what I think. And everybody gave me very many different perspectives where I can now say, like, I've calmed down a bit on my hatred of powerlifting. Will you ever see me doing it again? No. But at the same time, it's kind of like, hey, I should have known better for myself to been like, if it works for you, keep doing it. Shut up. Joey, shut up. Right. Let people enjoy things. And I think you're right there is that, just because I don't want to do it doesn't mean nobody should. Do I think that if powerlifting is your only goal, keep doing it. But if you have other goals, if you have functional strength in mind, if you have all of these other things in mind, then I think you should probably start looking at other things. Because, who is it that said it? I think I've said it before. every strongman can power lift, but not every power lifter can strongman. Right?
Yeah. I mean, there's people who can bench 405 but can barely overhead press 225.
Yeah. I said that on somebody's Instagram post recently where somebody was like, if you can't bench 225, you might as well be a woman. And then I just said, great, let's go lift this natural stone.
Yeah, right.
Right? Like, that's how you want to act.
Yeah.
But again, you shouldn't be focusing on single niche lifts. If your idea is to be strong, do things that make you strong, but let's not focus on 1-2 single lifts.
Yeah.
Right?
How does that really shitty schedule of yours affect your training and just life in general? Because I couldn't deal with that. And to caveat that, like, do you at least get like a couple week notice, or is it like do you have your month schedule, or like how often do you get your days switched without knowing it, kind of thing?
So it's every, we call it blocks. So like I work, I'm going to be working Saturday, Sunday, Monday days. Then I'll be off Tuesday, Wednesday. Then I work Thursday, Friday night. So I'm off days and nights, switch off every time.
Yeah.
Which is pretty crappy. But
Yeah.
I feel like compared to my other jobs, I have more time off.
Okay.
Because like this last weekend, I had off Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and I went in Tuesday night because I worked Thursday and Friday days. So it's kind of hard to explain unless you actually do it.
But does the training get affected pretty harsh? Because like one day you're consistently training in the morning, other days you're consistently training at nights. Like,
so I don't train the days I work.
okay.
I only, so like I got off work this morning and now I don't go back till the weekend. So I did train today because I didn't technically work today, which is a little hard because like when you work nights, you don't really sleep very much afterwards. Everyone's mowing lawn right now or doing projects outside. But since I'm off like during the week, I have time, so it's like I can spend like 2 hours training for 2 or 3 days in a row. Typically, I don't train more than 2 days in a row, anyways.
Yeah,
but
makes sense.
Yeah, it's so just finding the time, find the schedule that works, and I think I kind of found it. I don't train 5 days a week like how I would like to, but doing what I can. And another thing is just I'm sure you guys both know, taking the good days when they're there.
Yep.
That's been my
I always
biggest
like to say, strike while the iron's hot. Like, it's just, if I know it's going to be there that day, that's when I take advantage of it. Even if it's like a week before or a week after when I should have like peaked or something in prep, it's just kind of like, if like there's multiple times where it's like, I know I have to travel like for work or something. And like, okay, I'm going to hit my heavy set this week because I know I'm not going to get a good set in the hotel gym or on the road. So,
and also just backing down when knowing when you shouldn't be lifting heavy. You gotta, as time goes on, you both know, you figure it out. Oh yeah, it's always a work in progress.
What happened? I went pee. What'd I miss?
Oh, just talking about training.
Taking the good days when you can.
Hell yeah.
So what brought you back to Wisconsin then? Family, or just was that you said you lived in a few different places, right?
Yep. Me and my wife, we moved to Utah when I got out of the Navy. She got a job out there. Cost of living was ridiculous.
Good to know.
So I was like, well, I'm not willing to pay a $4,000 mortgage at any point in my life.
That.
Whoa. That's crazy for even up here.
Yeah, like it's like realistically probably be like 35, but still a crazy amount. So I was like, all right, well, we gotta either like bite the bullet and pay that if we ever want to buy a house, or let's move to Wisconsin. We could be by family again, and it's way cheaper here. And my wife is a saint. She's an amazing woman. She had a great job in Utah, but she made the move for me, and I was like, all right, sweet. And now we're here.
It's good
Hell
to
yeah.
get the moving in while you're dinks, so it makes it easier for the future.
Yeah.
I was explaining to Morgan now that busy as a dink has made its way into crew parlance. And none of us even disagree with it anymore. We all just know what it means.
I gotta start saying that more now.
Yeah, I'm as busy as a dink.
Yeah.
I told her about when I said that when Keith, you said busy by choice, not obligation. And I'm like, still mad about it. And then I was like,
I was mad at first. I was like, oh, you kind of got me. I was like,
yeah.
I was trying to jab at people that have, like, I was trying to just kind of say fuck you to everybody, and then you kind of got me back. So
Yeah, and I was like, he liked it so much he screenshotted it and shared it on his personal.
It was pretty funny. It was pretty good.
All right. I mean, I gotta say, if I had $1 for every crew that liked to barbecue or smoke meats,
mhm.
I'm sure.
I'd be
I'm
being
surprised we
paid.
didn't see a bassist in here.
Yeah, I'd be paid for this podcast at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I can get into that thing, but like
It's I'm sure it's the same as everybody else's. I consider myself a backyard barbecue pit master.
mhm.
Really, I'm not a pit master. I have a pellet grill that's electric.
you got the green bullet.
Yeah, yep, it's a fancy one. I can control it from my phone. So
Oh, I've seen those. Those are dope.
yep, not anything fancy.
Tell me how to say your wife's name.
Julissa.
That's how I read it. All right. I was right for once on something.
Yep.
Right
So-
again, Joey.
It's not a common one.
No, it's not. But like it looks how it sounds, right? So
Oh, 100% it does. Yeah.
okay. Oof, Keith, do you see anything you want to get into? It is almost 8:30. Like we've been going a while.
We can do game. Not what did you
Okay,
what did you do in the name? Yeah.
I was gonna say I have one that I've been meaning to ask, and I think I might add it into our like original games. What's your favorite muscle to train? If you had to point a single muscle, because like almost everybody knows that I love training my traps. I love having big traps. If I walk by a mirror, the first thing I do is one of these, and I go, "Oh yeah, it's still there. I love you, little guy." Do you have that?
There's nothing better than a good chest pump.
Hell yeah.
Um,
Oh, do you pack bounce at people?
come on. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I do it all the time. I'll just be, my wife will be talking to me. She'll be telling me a story, and I'll just be standing there peck bouncing. She's like, "I know. Can you stop?"
I can see it. No, I recently started doing when I was benching triple pauses. So you pause before the chest, on the chest, and after.
Ew.
And
Ew in a good way. Like ew in a good way. Like ugh,
it's
that sounds
disgusting,
awesome.
but I'm telling you, it's a gnarly chest and tri pump. And I have probably a couple more weeks of doing it, and I think it's going to be the thing that shoots it up.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Okay, so tell me about what Mike's Way at Jimmy John's is.
Oh, I have a jeez. Yeah, so
that's under
everyone
funny
knows
or
about-
embarrassing facts, FYI. And the look on his face was like, what asshole fucking told someone this stupid, embarrassing story? So let's hear that stupid, embarrassing story.
Yeah, so everyone knows of Mike's Way at Jersey Mike's.
Oh, yeah, that I didn't actually know
The
that. I
word.
don't think I've ever gone to Jersey Mike's.
You never been to Jersey Mike's?
Maybe. So what is Mike's Way? Is that just
It's
like
basically just getting the works on it, on
okay,
onion, potatoes, the whole nine yards.
That's it.
My wife likes Jimmy John's, and yeah, Jimmy John, yeah, especially when they sell their bread at night, and you can use it. Just buy plain loaves of bread. I don't know if they have that by you.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's, basically if they sell all their leftover bread at the end of the day.
Gotcha. All right, so
But
you're
yeah.
in line getting a sub.
I'm in line, like, hey, Jalissa, what do you want from Jimmy John's? Oh, I'll get, whatever she wanted. And she said, get it Mike's Way. Cool, gotcha. I'm in line at Jimmy John's. Oh, yeah, I'll take whatever. Can I get it Mike's Way, please? She's like, get it what? I'm at Jimmy John's. Oh no. And I panic ordered then, and I just said, all right, just put everything on it. And it just was a
That's really funny.
disaster.
Wait,
And
so
then I
did your wife set you up, or she just wasn't thinking?
I don't think she was just thinking right.
Okay, because I was like,
Yeah.
does she send you an advance auto to ask for, blinker fluid and stuff?
Oh,
Is that what that was?
actually, if she did, that actually makes me second guess if she actually did or not.
I guess someone's having a serious conversation when they get off the call tonight.
Yep. Big Keith. Yeah. Big Keith put in my head. Yeah. I'm on to you now.
All right. My other one I wanted to hit on was so you were trying to be a fitness instructor in the Navy, and they just said you weren't good enough, huh?
Yeah, I saw that. What?
Yeah.
What?
Basically, I forget at the time what it was, but I mean, I was pretty fit when I was in. It wasn't that long ago, and I was like, oh yeah, like they said they needed people. They said, hey, like if you want to be one of the instructors, come do this. You just gotta talk to this guy. He'll get you set up. Sweet. Everyone's telling me, go do it, go do it. And for reference, I was a cook in the Navy, so I'm not around the most physically fit people there are. Because even though there are fitness standards, they're not super, strict about a lot of it. As strict as you would think from the general public. So I went to the guy, and he's like, you? No, you can't do it. I was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I'm benching 400 pounds here. Like, I'm not overweight. I passed all my tests. He goes, yeah, you didn't run fast enough.
What?
Oh, all right. And this is already after I already volunteered and like helped out at some like the trainings. And I was like, you know what? I'm just not going to do it anymore. I'm done.
Yep.
I gave up on that try. Well, and it's like, yeah, I get it that there's like standards and stuff, but like if you are low on people and you need people to help out, I'm sitting here volunteering.
Yeah, and I'm jacked and strong. That's pretty wild.
The guy that was running it was just a dick, and I was I didn't want to waste my time anyway.
I just watched some video of some kid with a bag of gumballs screaming into a microphone. Who is that? What is that?
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, did you look up the?
I sure did, Keith.
Guru?
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. When I was younger,
I can tell because it was 16 years ago, Keith. I'm going to send you this video.
That's funny.
Yeah, me and my buddy thought it would be funny to make a YouTube video, but he didn't want to be in it. So he's like, just start doing stuff. And being the goofy kid, and I was like, why? At the time, I ate a bunch of gumballs. Like that was my thing. I had a little gumball machine at my house, and I would go through bags and bags of gumballs because you would chew them for 30 seconds and spit them out and grab new ones.
Yeah, because they were garbage.
Yeah, and I off the spot I came up with this guy named Jojo the Gumball Guru, and yeah, it was just an absolutely horrible video. And actually, there's other videos to go along with it. There's a video of me armpit farting to Slow Ride the song. And then, yeah, it's
I'm gonna watch the hell out of all of these.
I don't know exactly. It's about the similar name. I think it's still JoJo, but I don't know exactly how to find it.
Is it all uploaded by this Watermelonzilla's person?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's at the time too, where it took us days to upload this video.
Of course. Yep.
Yeah.
Looks like it was shot on a potato. I gotta say the whole time, like not the whole time, but like part of the time you were talking about the fitness instructor stuff, I'm watching this video going, what?
It makes no sense.
I love that it's in there. You put it in.
Yeah, I did because it's one of those things not many people know about me, but I'm like, yeah, screw it, let's let it out to the world.
Yeah, we'll let 800 people know about it. I'm sure it won't escape us.
No.
Yeah, you're gonna go into work and there's just gonna be people handing you bags of gumballs, and you're like, fuck, you guys listen. So Keith, this year for Crew Falls, bring a bag of gumballs.
Yep. I bring my machine. We could put it in and just have the joy of spinning.
Nice.
That's part of the fun, is just spinning and watching them pop out. And you're like, well, might as well eat them.
That reminds me, everyone bring their quarters to Massonomics Gym this year so they can get stickers, because I think we were all there last year and no one had any damn quarters.
Oh yeah. I think I need to get stickers made because I think there's going to be a fun thing involving me again. I don't know if Skeleton Joey's coming this year, but I'll be there in spirit in some way.
I did like that Jake and Abby had posted, there will be another unpaid and underrated keg. They're going to do stickers on it, but it's going to be more like bring your sticker and put it on in person.
Yeah,
if you're not going to be there, you can mail some stickers. But I think the main thing was like they want people to have like the cool experience of slapping a sticker on it in person. So we'll be sure to take care of that. If anyone's coming, make sure you bring plenty of stickers.
Yeah, Mikey should be there. It's not too far away.
Yeah, he'll he'll just take the forklift out for lunch, and he'll
just fucks off on a Saturday on a.
I'll bring the charger with me.
Yeah, on a counterbalance. Comes back 2 days later.
All right, Big Mike, you familiar with Fuck, Marry, Kill? Little game we like to play here every now and then.
Yes, I am.
All right, so I'm gonna go. I like this one. So TV shows. Yep. FMK, Modern Family, The Middle, King of Queens. Modern Family, The Middle, King of Queens. FMK.
Yeah,
some decent shows there.
Very decent. For anyone who doesn't know, these are pretty. What kind of category of TV shows would you put these in?
They're just sitcoms.
Sitcoms, yeah. These are shows that we basically just, if we're just sitting around like working or on our phones, we have it playing in the background. Let's see. The King of Queens, Modern Family, in The Middle. Have you guys seen them?
Yes.
I've seen
not The Middle.
The Middle I'm the least familiar with. I'm pretty sure I have seen it, because isn't that the one where the janitor from Scrubs is the dad? Scrubs. Okay. Yep. I've seen like more clips of that on probably Instagram than actual episodes. But like I can picture like the three kids and the mom and dad and stuff. Yeah. But like I don't think I've watched many episodes, or maybe if I did, it was a long time ago and it wasn't my vibe completely. But yeah, not a bad show probably, but just not. I haven't consumed it all.
If I had to go, let's go with killing. If I had to kill one, I think I'd probably kill the King of Queens.
Okay.
It is a funny show. It's a very funny show.
What?
We don't do that here. I shouldn't have said that.
I didn't know that. Now I'm gonna send a rabbit hole.
I think she actually. Well, no, it's because like the wife, but I think she's like a big advocate against Scientology now, I believe. But she was a Scientologist for like years and decades.
Oh, I had no clue.
I could be mistaken, but we usually don't talk about religion. I don't know why I did that. So.
You're wrong again, Keith.
Nate, cut all that religion talk.
No cult talk on this podcast.
So killing King of Queens. That's
the whole time Mikey's a Scientologist and we just fucking offended the shit out of him. Yep.
I'm actually a forklift driver with a Scientologist degree. That's a thing.
Yeah, forklifts really help your thetan.
Big science.
Yes. Science. Many smart. Let's see. If I had to marry one, I'm going to marry Modern Family. One, because Sofia Vergara's in it.
Can confirm.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you? And it's hilarious. Phil Dunphy.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, he actually owns a bar out in Salt Lake City that we went to a few times.
That's cool.
There's bars in Salt Lake City?
Not very many.
Open a couple days a week.
Yeah. They're empty. So then that means I'm fucking The Middle.
Nice.
Which is still a good show.
Mm-hmm.
It is. You gotta give it a chance.
Oh, I don't watch sitcoms in general, so but I have seen a lot of stuff from Modern Family. I know Ed O'Neill's character is freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Modern Family's decent. It's a good one.
Yeah, like I don't have anything against them.
It was on long enough too. You like follow. It's like 12-year-old kids are like 25 by the end of it, and they actually were like 12 when they started too. But it ran for damn near a decade, probably.
Yeah, it's this 3-camera sitcom business. I find it hard to watch, but that's just that's my sense of humor. Anyway, I guess it's my turn.
Yeah.
Ooh, this one's hard because there's a couple of them here. and they're all like stuff we've had before, like top 4 country music artists. If you said Luke Bryan, you're getting kicked off right now. Well, you don't want to wake up, coffee,
Yeah.
camo, climb tree. I like this one. Let's do this one. Mount Rushmore, lifting hype songs.
Ooh. As a lot of you know, if you see my videos, you know I like to get pretty hyped up for my lifts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. First one, I'm going with Freebird, the remix. There's a remix, like dubstep version of it, and it is pretty crazy. And I'm gonna actually put like a backslash in it and put the normal Freebird if you start it at 3 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah.
Because that gives you just enough time to get your straps on or your wrist straps to when it gets about 420, the guitar solo starts. So that's one. Two, let's see. Ooh. Okay. I know that there's a lot of talk about the song Crazy Bitch by Buck Cherry.
Yeah.
Funny story about it. I really like that song.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's hilarious. In one of my powerlifting meets, we got to pick a song for our last attempt for each lift, and it was the same song. That was the song I picked. So I'm going with that for number 2.
I'm sure you won't hear about that.
No, not at all. Not at all. And it's hilarious because just like every third attempt, I'm hearing "Crazy Bitch." I'm like, this is hilarious. Let's see. Next one. Let's go with "Bows on Parade."
Yeah, that's pretty. I hate to say that's kind of standard. Yep.
Yeah,
But I mean, that song hits.
it does.
I do that song at karaoke. Like that song hits.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Number 4, Tom Sawyer.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. It goes crazy.
It does.
Especially when it's blasting. Oh yeah. You gotta have the music as loud as it goes too.
Yep. Yeah, I'm on an Amon Martha kick, obviously, because I went and saw them, and their music hits hard. Specifically, "Put Your Back Into the Oar." That song that hits good.
Lately, I've been big into like a bunch of like the classic like 80s, like Cherry Pie, all that kind of stuff right now.
You know what's funny about that song? Have you listened to Warren's other stuff?
Okay, no, I don't.
Okay, they're a thrash metal band.
Oh yeah,
and they made Cherry Pie as a joke, and the label made them be like, "No, that's the one you're going to put out," and that's obviously like that's not Warren, is it? No, that's not Warren.
It's Warren.
Is it? Yeah, I was right about something. All right. Not getting me today, Huck. Yeah, it's really funny because their stuff is really heavy. And yeah, they were a thrash metal band, but the label made them put that song out, and then that's the one they got famous for. Yeah, if you like thrash metal, try any other Warren song.
Oh yeah, yeah. Right now, I'm big into those and like "Let's Go Crazy" by Prince.
Oh, absolutely. Prince is always hard hitting. I have this thing now. When I meet somebody new, the first thing I ask them is their favorite Meatloaf song. It's weird because people look at you like, "Are you
the band Meatloaf?" I don't know you heard
the band, the guy Meatloaf.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Like, what's your favorite Meatloaf song?
Man.
And then look at you like, I don't know. And like, for some reason, that's a judge of character to me. I'll just be like, yeah, you should know that. Right? I don't know why. I'm just like, you should know what your favorite Meatloaf song is. Yeah. So I see what you're saying, like getting into some of that older stuff there like that. "Balls to the Wall." That song hits.
You put that up. I heard that song on my way to work yesterday.
For the first time ever?
No, not
for the
first time in a long time.
Yep.
Same with the song. I think it's called Epic.
Yeah, Faith No More.
Yes. I heard that one just popped back up. There's a radio station out here that plays all those classics, and I think that's where I'm getting all my inspiration from right now.
Keith, what's your favorite Meatloaf song?
Isn't there a "Bat Out of Hell" or something? But probably I don't know. "I Would Do Anything for Love." I don't know if I can name more than those. There's a baseball song in there somewhere, maybe.
Oh
Is it
my
not?
God. That song's about getting railed in the strawberry field, to be honest with you. Kind of like it kind of Paradise by the Dashboard Light is, yeah, that's actually almost the same song.
I just had a quick little thing here. I had a I put myself on mute and ate a protein bar because I was starving, and I went to go throw the wrapper away in an old teacup, like an old plastic paper cup, and it had that's a tea I've talked about before that Stephanie drinks. That's for her stomach. I can't think of it, but it's basically like for GI issues, and it's probably been in here for a week or two. And my God, the smell of ammonia essentially that came out of that cup.
Nice.
I almost puked. It was so fucking
Oh,
rancid.
jeez.
And now I'm just like sitting here with this bottle of ammonia. And like part of me wants to smell it again, just for like the gluttonous or the self hate, I guess. But
Yeah.
it's just like, oh, I just know I have this like kill cup over here that would like just wake me up. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I bet the video of that. Yeah, it was funky.
Okay. I mean, the last thing before we kind of get into the round this out, if you don't mind. So I would just have to ask, do I have one of your stickers?
Yes.
Yes. Which one is that?
The one that says the bar gym.
Yes,
Power
I do.
bar.
Sorry,
I do have
the
that one.
power
Thank
bar.
you.
I
Yep.
got it wrong. I knew
Yeah,
that.
I'm at a point now, honestly, like this is my bag of stickers waiting to go on the magnet sheets over there.
Yep.
And yeah, we don't I know like we touch on it and it kind of comes up in passing, but it looks like it says somebody made a point of saying that you really like trading home gym stickers. What is it that excites you? Because this is like such a I've explained this to normies
Mhm.
and they're like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah,
what is it? What is it that's making all of us want to do this? Like, it's essentially we're all pen pals who just exchange stickers. Some of us include notes, some of us don't.
Yeah.
But we're literally just like nerds from all over the world getting stickers printed and sending them to each other. What is it about it that you think is making us all so excited about it?
I think it's one of those things where so a lot of us around each other, like personally, we have this niche thing that we're all interested in, home gyms, right? Not many other people do. You find this community of people who all have the same interests as you. It's just kind of fun to interact with those people on more than just you get it's a different kind of, I don't know if satisfaction is the right word, but like messaging on Instagram, cool.
Fun.
That's
Yeah.
cool and all, you're talking to them, but actually sending each other stuff that kind of puts you on like like a different level almost. Like it's all
Like
about
second base,
community.
right?
Damn near. Yeah. It's a community thing, I think. Like we're all part of the same community and we all have the same interest, and it's been really cool. My whole bar, because like
How are you displaying them?
I'm having a blank on the name from the 2 YouTube videos ago, the Wisconsin home gym tour, or maybe
Katie.
3. Yes, Big Katie. She has a bar in her basement. Every Wisconsin basement has one.
Is that what
Mine
your basement
has
looks like?
Yep.
Do you have wood paneling in your house somewhere?
What was that?
Do you have wood paneling in your house somewhere?
Of course I do.
Okay, that was the other big selling point for explaining Wisconsin basements, right?
Yep. I
And
have
the shitty
mine
carpet, I think.
Yep. I have mine laid out all on my bar. So
cool.
when I have people come over, we don't really hang out in the basement, but they like to see my gym because, like I said, no one really has one. And they all look at it, they're like, what are all these stickers and notes you have here? I'm like, oh, that's everybody else who has home gyms who are part of the community.
Do you have them under a glass then, or are they just like sitting on the bar?
Sitting on, but I don't take the back off them, so they're not like actually stuck.
Yeah.
I do plan on doing like a display or something at some point. But
so I'm not the only one who also saves the notes.
I have all the notes stuck.
I've literally saved every
display
note.
them, but I have them.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Yep.
I'm not the only.
I'd like to think that the pictures of dicks I've mailed out to a few buddies, they still have those. not pictures of, hand drawn, poor character, poorly drawn penises on.
What the? Yeah. If you could,
not
were you
pictures of
looking
dicks.
at my camera when you said that? I was just like, you fucking did what?
Did not
I was
mail.
so
I did not mail
I got caught
Polaroids
off
of my
guard a little
penis
bit,
out.
too.
It's just like if it's someone I've known for years, or like if you just tell you I have that kind of camaraderie with someone, I'm just like, you're gonna get a picture of a random dick on the back of this thank you card.
Oh, okay, yeah. The look on my face must have been pure terror. I was like, what?
Where did they get that sticker from?
Yeah,
And I've gotten the best was like getting the dicks
$2
back. Somebody else sent me a
bag of gummy dicks.
I can't remember who it was.
Have we ever figured out who sent you the bag of gummy
No,
dicks?
I don't know that either. But someone did send me like the most in-depth thing we've talked about here. It was like a full construction size paper, like a dick, and it was the funniest thing ever.
I think I've narrowed down the gummy dicks to 3 people. But it's rare that I don't know, because what people like to do is tell
those
me.
were really tasty. I could take those again. Those were good.
I bet you could.
Bears.
But like people's favorite thing to do is mess with you and then tell me, so that like I kind of have a note. That person did not tell me. So that's weird. Yeah. That's weird. If you're listening and it was you, go ahead and tell me. I promise I won't tell Keith.
That was like 2.5 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
Like
they probably forgot.
It
was Stephanie, like the whole fucking time. It was
just fucking asshole. Yeah.
It was your wife. She's just like, fuck you.
I mean, they were from the state of New York, so like it doesn't mean that's where they were.
Could have taken days to get there.
Yeah. I'm surprised they actually showed up by now.
All right.
I got some affiliates for you guys. Yep. Barbell Rescue. Oh, I got a free Barbell Rescue brush this week. You can't get a free Barbell Rescue brush, but you can save 10% on one with code unpaid. My buddy was selling off his home gym, sadly. I was buying some stall mats from him, and he was just like, do you want anything else here? I was like, I really don't want to buy anything else you have because your prices kind of suck. Those are my inner dialogue. And monologue, dialogue, I'm still not sure on that one.
Inner monologue, because it's only you.
And I was just like, because like the way he says it is like, do you want anything else? But like you would think if like someone's getting ready to get like, are you offering it to me for free? Because I'm here to buy this. I'm not gonna just buy other random shit at like your list price. But like, I was like, oh, how much you want for the the Barbell Rescue brush? And he was just, I guess you can have it because no one's gonna like. So it's not the easiest item to sell on Facebook Marketplace locally. So
yeah, it's a consumable, right?
I was like, it will definitely go to a good home in my house to have a second one. So I was pretty stoked about that. The worst part about it, the most unpaid thing about that night for me was the 2 stall mats I got off of him. He had duct taped like all 4 sides completely with like, and like several years ago. But it must have been like the most adhesive-y duct tape ever because I ripped all the duct tape off and like so like the face came off of it, but all the adhesive was stuck. So I'm just sitting there like motherfucker. And I like it worked. It was okay on like the one place where I did a seam, but I didn't want to seam at the other side. And now I was like, I have this like just tacky shit all over it.
Alcohol.
So
just get straight up alcohol. Yeah.
Yeah. But I spent a lot of time just being super annoyed about that. So I was like, I guess I didn't get that good of a deal on them with all this elbow grease I had to invest in it. But code unpaid, Barbell Rescue, Home Gym Con coming up quick. However many weeks away we are from Lift Hard Live Easy, add 2 to that, and that's when Home Gym Con is. A lot of us will be there. Come out and hang out with the Gym Radar booth. And Gym Radar, that is who we are brought to you by. They are nice friends of the podcast over here. You know, if you like them, you like us. We're just a nice, good old family over here. So code unpaid, not at Gym Radar, but everywhere else. Save you a little bit of money. And Big Mikey, unpaid or underrated? Game you're familiar with? I know you haven't made it this far in the podcast, so we will have to explain this to you. So, okay, so Tanner and Tommy, long time ago, and they used to have guests. They played unpaid. Nope, they played overrated or underrated. You know, we revamped that. So we play unpaid. So unpaid equals overrated. Nobody wants to be unpaid, and underrated's great. So unpaid or underrated. That's the game. Let's see what I got for you. Unpaid or underrated? Being bald.
Underrated. I haven't paid for a haircut in a long time.
Love it.
And it's with the prices of haircuts going on right now, it is ridiculous. I know people were paying about $45 for a haircut.
Yeah, no, wow.
And I ain't about that anymore. I used to have.
I see you could have hair, right? Or are you bald in the back? Like what does your hairline look like?
A little bit in the back. I could have hair if I really wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
I My wife said after our wedding I can shave it off.
Nice. Do you Bic it, or do you have one of those rechargeable ones that take it down pretty low?
Yep, I got a rechargeable. And then if I'm feeling extra fancy, I'll take my razor in the shower and I'll just kind of give it a quick go around.
All right. Unpaid or underrated breweries? Unpaid or underrated?
Unpaid. I would, if you asked me about 5 years ago, I would say underrated. Now with being in Wisconsin and I can go to a bar and buy a Busch Light for $2. I don't have to go and spend $8 on a craft beer that isn't very good anyways. The only good part about them is the settings. They're typically pretty nice. You can sit outside and they have games and stuff, which is cool. But for the sole purpose of spending that amount of money on beer, and typically their food there is way overpriced.
Yeah.
And I ain't about that anymore.
Good deal. All right. Normally I would do 3. I'm going to do 4 here just because there wasn't a comma or a enter. So like these two weren't separated, and I looked at the 4 words for like 30 seconds trying to figure out what the fuck it meant. So this is 2 separate things, but I just imagine I looked at it for almost a minute, not understanding. So it was going on walks, mopeds, and I just read that fucking like 5 times in my head.
Yeah. Okay, so I saw that too.
There's
it was
supposed
just like
to be a space there. Like there has to be an enter. So I just hit enter, and it made a lot more sense because then it was going on walks. New column, mopeds. So unpaid or underrated, going on walks.
Unpaid. I don't think enough people do it, and it's pretty relaxing actually, especially on a nice morning when it's nice and cool. And I just think I wouldn't say I'm not the healthiest person ever, but I like to think that they are actually very good for your health, both mentally and physically. Like I think a lot of people can get a lot out of them.
Yeah, I think everyone should walk more.
Outside, away from your phone, just it's peaceful.
See, I like a podcast walk. Like I'll do a walk with my wife and stuff. But if I'm walking by myself, like especially like I live, city adjacent, so it's not quiet around here. So I much rather listen to a podcast or a book tape while I walk because I don't get any peace. Like I'm not getting any peaceful moments like in my neighborhood if I go for a quick walk. If I'm going in the woods or something, that's different. But if I'm going to walk around the block.
I should have said as not looking at your phone. I'm by myself, so I'm putting a podcast in or something.
Absolutely.
How else do you count your steps for Pokemon Go? You got to have your phone in your pocket.
You gotta.
and then just rapid fire going on walks / mopeds. So mopeds.
Underrated. Super good on gas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Rapid fire. Awesome.
Good deal. Awesome. All right, I'm all set. And I think you might have said that going on walks were unpaid, and you meant underrated, possibly.
Yes. Sorry. Yeah.
You're good. No. I just wanted to clarify because it was like, wait, he said
unpaid, we are keeping track
positively about him for a minute.
Yeah, so these are unpaid. I love them.
Yes. These are the most unpaid things ever. I'm so happy.
Yeah. Don't pay me.
Yeah. Weird thing, like weird kind of side tangent about breweries. I would actually say the exact same thing. About 5 years ago, breweries were all the rage. I wish they all weren't the same.
They are.
Yeah. Right.
Like, have you heard them live though?
Yeah. Yeah. I guess they all have the same aesthetic. They all have the same chairs. They all have the same. If you happen to get lucky and know the owners or something, like things can be a little different because you know who you're supporting, so it kind of changes the vibe. But yeah, there's one brewery in a place called Bath, Ontario, which is out near Kingston, Ontario, which is in between here and Ottawa. And it's my favorite brewery because it's a farm that was converted. So when I used to go, when I'm talking 9 years ago, the chicken coop was their bottle shop. They had a single barn with 2 vats. They had their fridge was blasted out of the bedrock underneath the farm. And that's where they kept all their kegs cold. Like that was the coolest shit. Yeah. Right? Like their yeast came from the bread maker up the street. Like their ingredients came from everybody around them. That was so cool. And then you go out there now and they're like, oh, we just built this giant warehouse full of 2,000 liter vats. And I'm like, you're not that different anymore, right? Like now you you have all the same stuff. So
Yep.
yeah.
We do have a question from the live audience here. Big Jeff saw on Discord, I think the portraits behind you, and just wanted to know about the dog portraits.
Oh yeah.
The historical dogs.
Yeah. I forget the website, but those are well, Coach Hari is the only one that's still with us. The other two made it over the Rainbow Bridge, but basically you just put their face on whatever little caricature thing you want. And Margaret, the one on the left, she was the queen of the house. She was 17 years old, so she got whatever she wanted.
Absolutely.
And then, the other two are just Hardy's just a little goober, so I think she's like, I don't know what that is, like the Duchess or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Jack is the spaceman.
Oh, that's cute. Very cute.
Good. That was a good call reading out that question.
It took me a second to like see what he was. I was like, wait, does he post a bunch of stuff on Instagram that I didn't catch? And then like I looked up and I was like, oh, there are 3 dogs behind his. Like I did see them all night, but I didn't register what he was talking about.
Okay, my turn. Unpaid or underrated? Blah 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 blah. Oh, some of these have already been.
It's all unpaid. It's the fucking worst.
Yeah, I love it.
It's the best.
Yeah.
Now I'm confused. Damn it.
Unpaid or underrated social media?
Now I'm confused. Unpaid. I think it's there's a lot of benefit to it, but I think people are on it too much. Sometimes I find myself on it too much. I try to limit how much I go on it, and sometimes I'll just delete the app and not go on it for a long period of time. So I think people can use a lot of good with not using it as much.
Okay. Follow up, and Keith, feel free to answer this as well. Is Gym Radar social media?
It wasn't, but it is now. It can be. I don't know.
I got him.
It's so. It kind of rides the line there. It
does.
Who was that character we created? What the?
Sir Druthers.
Yeah, it's kind of Sir. Yeah, we got to use my Sir Druthers and ride too many asses with horses and shit. But that's a. I mean,
I'm going to say no. But once it becomes an app, then it is.
It won't be an app. Because you can't directly DM someone, but now I think it has to be considered social media for the sense that you're putting yourself out there. You could literally post pictures of yourself in every one of the gym photos if you wanted to. So like, I don't know, like compare it to what does it compare to? Like Pinterest, is that social media? Like is like anything where you can post something about yourself, which your gym is about yourself.
Is Gym Radar the Pinterest of gyms?
Social media, it's for sure adjacent, but is it? I don't know. Nate will get mad, but that might be something we ask AI.
I'm not going to do that.
No, that's.
I can just ask Nate.
No, I don't trust Nate.
Okay. Unpaid or underrated? I think I know where this is going. Shirt sleeves.
I haven't seen one on him yet.
Unpaid.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm not tall. I'm only 5'5". And I'm not small. So if I buy an extra large shirt, it fits pretty well, but the sleeves can get tight. If I buy a large shirt, it's way too tight. So I'm cutting them off. No doubt about it. I think it's also one of those things that, like, from my first inspiration being Huck, always being sleeveless, I bought all of his stuff without the sleeves on. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm not wearing them no more.
Yeah, Karen cut everything. I finally got a Karen cut shirt, and now every time I cut sleeves off, I literally just put my Karen cut shirt on and trace it.
Yep.
Because it whatever she's doing the best. I know it says Huck Finn cut, but we know it's Karen. Actually, I got some shirts from work.
No one calls it a Huck Finn cut, even if that's what's on his website. It's a Karen cut.
I got some work shirts, and they're like, "Oh yeah, here you go, free shirts." Right, because they're just shirts you can wear to work, so you don't have to wear your good shirts to go and lift stuff up. And I'm like, these sleeves are coming off.
See, I wish
and my boss
work
is like,
allowed us.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, my work does not allow us to wear sleeveless.
What?
Yeah, I think it's because we make food products, like food, like restaurant.
Yeah. You can't have armpit
So,
hair and shit like that going in food. Yeah, I get
yep.
it. Yeah.
Like my beard can't be any longer than what it is now. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. Unpaid or underrated? I'm interested in this one, to be honest with you. Strength coaches.
Ah, yeah. I'm going with unpaid.
Mm-hmm.
I think there are everyone's a strength nowadays. I mean, there's so many, everyone's a DM me for coaching or fill this out, whatever. Um, I know way too many people where they would get a program, yada yada yada. The next week, same thing, but RPE next one up. Anyone can write that.
Yeah.
And with the amount of knowledge on YouTube or anywhere that you can get, I mean, anyone can write their own program nowadays. I think a lot of the reason why people are getting coaches is because, oh, I'm paying for this. I'm going to actually follow a program.
Yeah, accountability,
Not just do
100%.
Yeah.
which is fine. Nope.
And that works for me, right? Like, I'm not going to disagree with you or agree with you, but I'm saying that works for me. I pay for Juggernaut. I make sure I use it, right?
I've used it before and I liked it. I really did. But what I found for myself personally, what would happen is I'd go through like 2-3 weeks and then it would be like benching like sets of 8 or whatever. But I'm like, man, I just want to go heavy today. I want to do like a heavy double. Cancel my membership, delete the app. I'm done. I'm doing my own thing, and it's just an endless cycle of that. But I don't know if I really. I guess I'd kind of consider that a strength coach, but that's kind of a little different.
Yeah, it's literally just AI programming, right? It's not.
Yeah.
I think I see what you're saying because I find that there's a lot of coaches who have coaches, and at that point, it's like I can understand like some people doing that, but all of them do. And then you have to wonder, are you just selling me the same program you're getting set to my percentages? Like, is that all you're doing? Right.
Now, if you're seeing your coach in person, every once in a while, and not just like sending them videos and them being like, good job, you know, that's different. But online, I just think that there's way too many, not scams, but people taking people's money.
Yep, that's a thing I have thought about a lot recently. Coaches who have coaches selling me coaching. Like, it's like, well, I'll just go to your coach. Like, what do I need you for at that point? Right? Like, then you have to kind of wonder, like, what are you here for? Anyway, I could be wrong on that. Yeah, please feel free to tell me I'm a fucking moron for that, but it's weird.
Reach out to Big Mikey on Instagram for his personal coaching. You know, he's available. He's 3 spots left for personalized coaching.
Comment strong on all of his posts.
Code unpaid will save you 10%. He's got to give us 10% back.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think my last one, we've done enough. Unpaid or underrated, having a cuck chair in the gym.
I got 2 of them.
Oh man, one for each hand.
Man,
I was going through your gym radar. Like I said earlier, now on every episode, I pull up your gym radar profile. What the fuck is this weird yellow chair doing here?
Yeah, underrated, big time. First of all, those chairs are super comfy, and like you need them. Like
you do need a chair in the gym. Yep.
You need a gym, and I'm not just going to use like I'm not going to sit on my bench if I got a nice, comfy chair there. Come on now.
Okay, good. That was the reaction I was hoping for because that was borderline offensive.
No,
but I thought it was. I'm going through. You only have 3 photos. Okay.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Oh, so you passed unpaid and underrated. Amazing work. We can air this episode. 2 things. You do not have enough photos. Hello, Scott. You don't have enough photos on Gym Radar, and you have no reviews.
Yeah, I know I'm slacking on that.
Well, you don't like social
you gotta
media. I
review your fucking
understand.
GHR, but well, you got to get it on there first, and then you.
I get that on there. That's a 5 out of 5 for sure.
Yeah, you'll be the first DIY GHR, and you got to put a review up so you can
That's a
tell
fucking
everybody about
mouthful.
the story.
Yeah.
And maybe the only.
Probably, yeah.
Surprised if
I don't
Kevin
think-
didn't make some.
Maybe this will be his inspiration.
No, I think like Joey said, you did pass. Did you have anything prepared for the guest that you wanted to pick our brains about?
Yeah, I just got a quick little question. Okay, you have. I'm just going to say the question. You guys can both answer.
Okay.
It's not long or anything, so I know Joey's got to wake up at 4.
Camera behind him.
Fucking comes early.
I hate
You have
working
one
Fridays.
workout left. You have one workout left before you are unable to lift weights anymore. What lift are you doing? Your very last one.
Fucking deadlifts. There is no reason to live if you cannot deadlift. That's my straight up easy answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, as much as I've been loving strongman, like it's squat 100%. It's all day, every day squat. Like I even doing strongman and like I don't necessarily. I mean, a lot of strongmen do squat, but like I'm gonna squat some variation one day a week for the rest of my life. I don't really care, and I love squatting, the passion. So it'll be some type of squat.
There's no reason to live if you cannot do squat.
Fair. My buddy my buddy that was selling his home gym off, he had that Paul that banner that he had made of the quote you just said.
Yep.
He was like, "Hey, do you want this?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, I'll take it." And I was like, "Oh yeah, like $30." I was like, "No, I'll take it. If you're giving it to me, I'll take it. I'm not gonna you're gonna have to throw all this shit out because you're getting like your apartment. You have to be out of this apartment in like 2 days. Stop trying to sell me shit. You can give shit to me, but I'm not gonna buy any shit from you." Just kidding.
Yeah, saying "Do you want this?" makes me think, "Oh, it's gonna be free." Yeah, I want it.
Exactly. It was like, "Hey, you want this?" I'm like, "Yeah, that'd be great." And it's like, "Wait, I'm not. I no, our transaction is over."
Yeah.
Give me.
Once I say yes, it's mine. That's how it works.
Price has not been discussed. It's mine now.
Yeah. I think it's for me. As much as I love doing some like overhead pressing, it's been my new joy. Like I can't turn my back on squatting of some capacity.
Was that you? I seen you were doing sandbag presses.
I did that once. I'm just sure. I mean, a lot of people do it. I'm not good at it at all, and I can't really do it in the basement. But I think I did like 100-pound bag or something, or not even whatever my light bag is, and I was like, this sucks. But then I tried to do a bigger bag, and I hit the fucking ceiling, and I was like,
I don't have a lot of patience for those either. Like shouldering. I guess I'll save this.
My elbow.
I'll save this for the stone episode. But apparently shouldering stones is kind of a no-no in most historical stones. And apparently only Japan is where you're supposed to shoulder stones. Most stones are chest or pickup. So yeah, the idea of pressing stones, unless they're your own personal stones, you probably shouldn't do that.
Well, pressing, my buddy, I've got a lot of friends that go to Scotland, and like half the stone lifts over there are to shoulder, I thought. I mean,
shoulders.
Chest a bunch of them, but you mean to press specifically?
Yeah. Do not overhead press most of them. Do not drop them. But I mean, we'll discuss 100%. That when I do the stone episode that we discussed earlier. And
I just found out that there's a stone about an hour away along Lake Michigan that is like not a historical stone, but one of the guys in Wisconsin here, he made it like the Sheboygan Lake Monster stone.
Yep.
And that you can you're supposed to shoulder it, I guess. So
from what I'm learning, right, because I have all these friends who are in stones, and Rebecca is, of course, a stone expert. I don't know if you guys have ever listened to the Stone Table. I've listened to a few episodes. Once I'm done the Massonomics backlog, I'm going to go listen to all of her episodes. And there are stone keepers. Apparently this historical stone thing is bigger than most of us think.
Well, yeah, people don't like spend $10,000 to go to Scotland and Ireland, and I mean, I'm sure there's places in North America as well. But like I said, I know multiple people that spend like their vacations to go lift fucking stones.
Okay, but then those fucking dummies will travel to Scotland to the Dinnies and do reps. You're not supposed to do reps because you can damage the stones doing reps.
Makes sense.
But that's a dick move, right? So if you are traveling for historical stones, I'm putting it out there now. Make sure you check with whoever's the stone keeper on what you're supposed to do. And it all comes down to a couple videos that were released in the past couple of days of people shouldering stones and then throwing them.
No, yeah, don't do that.
And these
They're
are
not-
historical stones and they're dropping them, right?
Yeah, some of
So
them are like thousands, well, several hundred years old.
yeah. Yeah. Well, the rock itself is thousands of years old. The historical part might be hundreds of years old, but like,
Fair.
yeah, you don't pick up a rock and then throw it on the ground and go, yeah, I'm a big man. And then suddenly everybody's just like, no, now you're not allowed here anymore. Like it just,
It's like the asshole that threw a rock at the fucking thing in Hawaii Beach there a couple months ago.
yeah, exactly. So anyway.
Whatever sea creature that was.
Oh yeah, that dude. Did you see him get knocked the fuck
Yeah,
out?
yeah. So like a local punched him in there in the fucking.
He threw a rock. Do you know about this, Mikey? Have you heard? Have
No,
you seen
I
this?
don't
Have you
know
heard
what
about
it
this?
No.
So he threw a rock at an endangered seal,
Yeah, that's what.
and then he got recorded doing it. And then somebody was like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm rich. I can do whatever I want." And they were like, "Okay, rich man." And they punched the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Okay."
But then he got arrested, not the guy that punched
Yeah,
him.
yeah, that guy.
Like-
They threw out his case. He was like, "I'm charging with him assault," and they're like, "Nah."
Yeah, like you're in our territory. Yeah,
Yeah,
get out of here.
you went to Hawaii and threw a rock at an endangered species and said, "I'm rich, I can do what I want," and got
Yeah, I don't
knocked
get
the fuck out. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Don't care if you're morally right. The punch in the face is gonna hurt.
No, yeah. Especially Hawaii, those dudes are big out there.
Oh yeah, yeah. Go ahead
Yeah.
and headbutt a Samoan and see how that works.
Pass.
Yeah, pass. All right, should we bring this on in? Give me Mikey, we'll start with you. Give me your Instagram, your Discord, and your Gym Radar page.
Yep. You can follow me on Instagram at PowerBar920. Discord is at Big Mikey Landcore. You can find me on Gym Radar with the Power Bar. Yeah. Thank you guys for having me on.
Pleasure.
Keith, where do we find? No, I'm next.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Or
it's
you
been-
want to do plug our Instagram, our website. I don't care.
I can do that. Go ahead, Keith.
With my handle or plug.
Yeah,
everybody
no,
else?
you do your. Oh no, do mine.
right.
Yeah, you hit them with mine.
No, I'm Keith Honey. Gets on Instagram. More importantly, go follow my Orange Gym than a wine cellar. And Joey will tell you about our Instagram, our website, our UNU channel on Discord.
Find us at unpaid
See if you can do it all without reading it.
unpaidinternpodcast.com. Find us at unpaid and underrated on Instagram. I assume if you're listening, you probably already have. Me and Keith are both on Gym Raider. He's the No Wine Cellar. I am the Dilf Dungeon. You can find me at Joey_Malesko. But most importantly, see you next Tuesday.